Hey there, how's it going? I'm a data scientist.
Hi, A, nice to meet you. I'm B, a business analyst. I hear you're the expert on optimizing inventory management systems?
That's right. I'm here to help. So what can you tell me about your current inventory management process?
Well, we manually track our inventory and restock as necessary. But we often end up with overstocked items or run out of popular products.
That's a common problem. Have you considered implementing a predictive algorithm that forecasts demand?
We've thought about it, but don't have a lot of data to work with. We only have sales data from the last couple of months.
No worries, we can use that data to train a machine learning model. It won't be perfect, but it'll be better than nothing. Plus, we can continuously update it as more data becomes available.
That sounds great. But what about seasonality and promotions?
Good point. We can include those factors in the model too. And since we'll have a more accurate forecast, we can adjust our ordering quantities accordingly.
That sounds like it would save us a lot of time and money.
Absolutely. And we can also implement automated inventory alerts to notify you when it's time to reorder.
That would definitely prevent us from getting caught off guard. Thanks for your help, A.
Of course, anytime. Is there anything else you'd like me to take a look at while I'm here? Good morning, B. How are you feeling today?
Hi, A. I'm feeling a bit under the weather. That's why I'm here for my checkup.
Okay, let's get started with the usual checks. Can you please open your mouth and say, ah?
Sorry, it wasn't as pretty as I wanted it to be.
Laughs, no worries, it's not a beauty contest.
Smiling, great, then I won't worry about getting any touch-ups or putting on some lipstick.
Chuckles, alright, your blood pressure seems to be a bit high. Have you been drinking too much coffee lately?
Sheepishly, maybe. I'm a coffee addict, what can I say?
Smirks, well, it's good that you're aware of it. You need to start cutting down on your caffeine intake before your heart starts to race.
Sighs, alright, fine. But can I still have my cup of joe in the morning?
Shrugs, I guess a small cup won't hurt. Just don't overdo it.
Grinning, thanks, Doc. You're the best.
Smiling, my pleasure, B. Just doing my job of keeping you healthy.
Smiling back, well, I hope you do it well. I don't want to be a burden to you.
Laughs, trust me, B. You're not a burden. If anything, you make my day more interesting with your witty comments.
Blushes, thanks, A. You're not so bad yourself.
Smirks, I'll take that as a compliment.
Laughs, you should. All right, Doc. I think I'm ready to head out now. Thanks again for everything.
Nodding, of course, B. Make sure to stay healthy and see you again soon.
Smiling, will do. Bye, A.
Smiling, bye, B. Hi, could I please have a cup of coffee?
Of course. Would you like cream or sugar with that?
Just cream, please.
Got it. And can I get you anything else?
What kinds of juices do you have?
We have orange, apple, cranberry, and tomato juice.
I'll go with the cranberry juice.
Good choice. Would you like me to mix it with anything, or have it on its own?
Just the cranberry juice is fine, thanks.
Absolutely. And can I get you any snacks or food to go with that?
Actually, do you have any cookies or pastries?
We sure do. We have a chocolate chip cookie, a blueberry muffin, and a cinnamon roll. Which one sounds best to you?
The cinnamon roll, please.
Excellent choice. Let me grab those for you and I'll be right back. All right, here you go. Your coffee with cream, cranberry juice, and a warm cinnamon roll.
Thank you so much. This all looks delicious.
You're very welcome. Enjoy your flight.
Hey kiddo, how's it going with your homework?
I'm struggling a little with this math problem. Can you help me?
Sure thing. What's the problem?
It's about apples and oranges. I have to figure out how many of each I can buy with $10.
Let's see. If an apple costs 50 cents and an orange costs 75 cents, you can buy 20 apples or 13 oranges.
That's so many fruits.
Yup, you could even have a fruit party with all of that.
Haha, that sounds like fun.
So, how about your English homework?
It's not too bad. I have to write a story using 10 new vocab words.
That sounds like a good challenge. What are the words?
Let me see. Mischievous, elusive, blunder, flustered, translucent, glisten, ornament, diligent, delectable, and reprimand.
Those are some good words. How about this for a story? Once upon a time, a mischievous fairy wandered into a forest. She was known for her elusive nature, always flitting about from one place to another. One day, as she was playing near a stream, she saw a shiny pebble and decided to take it with her. But as she flew away, she accidentally dropped the pebble and it caused a blunder in the river flow. The fairy became flustered and didn't know what to do. She looked at the translucent water and saw that the pebble was glistening at the bottom. Suddenly, an idea came to her. She flew back to her fairy friend's house and together, they used an ornament to attract a school of fish to the pebble. The fairies were so diligent in their efforts that they eventually retrieved the pebble and enjoyed a delectable feast with the fish. But their boss, the queen of the fairies, wasn't very happy with their mischievous behavior and gave them a strong reprimand.
Wow, Mom, that was amazing. You're so good at this.
Thanks, kiddo. I used to write a lot of stories when I was your age too. Hi, B. How's it going?
Hey, A. I'm doing pretty well, thanks. How about you?
Can't complain. I hear we're here today to discuss some exciting new ways to optimize our network architecture and improve service availability.
Yes, that's right. We're looking into ways to ensure that our customers have the best experience possible when they use our services.
I've been doing some research on new technologies like SD-WAN and 5G networks that could help us achieve our goals.
Excellent, that sounds promising. We want to make sure that our network is fast, reliable, and secure.
Precisely. We should also look into implementing load balancing, redundancy, and failover solutions to minimize downtime and improve reliability.
Agreed. But let's not forget about the importance of proper network monitoring and analytics so that we can quickly identify any issues and resolve them ASAP.
Absolutely, proactive monitoring is key. In addition, we'll need to prioritize data privacy and cybersecurity to keep our customers' information safe and secure.
Right, we definitely don't want any breaches or data leaks on our watch. But I think we're on the right track here.
Definitely. By leveraging the latest technologies, implementing robust solutions, and monitoring our network closely, we can make sure that our customers are always happy and satisfied.
Couldn't have said it better myself. Let's get to work.
Hi there, I'm the farm owner here. How can I help you?
Hi, I'm an environmentalist and I'm interested in learning more about how you protect the natural environment on your farm.
Well, we try to minimize our use of pesticides and herbicides and rely more on organic and natural pest control methods.
That's great to hear. Have you implemented any other sustainable farming practices?
Yes, we use crop rotation to maintain soil fertility and reduce erosion, and we also use water-efficient irrigation techniques.
Excellent. And do you encourage the promotion of biodiversity on your farm?
Absolutely, we plant a variety of crops and also have areas of untouched land to provide habitat for wildlife.
That's amazing. Have you faced any challenges in implementing these practices?
Honestly, it can be more costly and time-consuming to use sustainable methods, but we believe it's worth it in the long run for both the environment and our business.
I completely agree. It's important for farmers to take responsibility for the impact they have on the environment.
And it's important for environmentalists to understand the challenges facing farmers and work together to find solutions.
Yes, collaboration is key. Well, thanks for sharing your sustainable farming practices with me.
No problem, always happy to share with others who are passionate about protecting the natural environment. Hey there, B. It's great to see you at this sunken ship site. I'm sure you're excited to learn about what secrets the ocean has hidden here.
Yes, absolutely. It's fascinating to think about what kind of stories and artifacts are still preserved beneath the waves.
Definitely. As a marine biologist, I'm interested in studying the creatures that inhabit this area, as well as the environmental factors that have affected them.
That's interesting. As an archaeologist, I'm curious about the cultural and historical significance of this site. Who were the people aboard this ship, and why did it go down?
Those are great questions. By analyzing the marine life and sediment around the wreckage, we might be able to piece together a more complete picture of what happened.
And by studying any artifacts we find, we can learn even more about the culture of the people who were on board.
Exactly. I think it's amazing how studying these different aspects of the ocean's history can help us better understand our own history as well.
Absolutely. And it's not just about learning from the past, it's about using that knowledge to inform our actions in the present and future, too.
Yes, the ocean is so crucial to our planet's health and sustainability, and it's essential that we take care of it.
Agreed. It's exciting to think about all the discoveries we might make here at this shipwreck site and what we might learn from them.
I couldn't agree more. It's always an adventure exploring the ocean and all its mysteries. Good morning, team. Welcome to today's stand-up meeting. Let's start with updates from our web design expert, B.
Good morning, everyone. I've been working on the homepage layout and finding ways to make it more user-friendly.
Great work, B. Have you encountered any challenges?
Well, one of the challenges was balancing the use of whitespace and the amount of content on the page.
I see. How have you been addressing that issue?
I've been experimenting with different layouts and seeking feedback from my colleagues. It's been an interesting process.
Sounds like you're making progress. Let's move on to the development side. A, what updates do you have on that front? We've been busy with bug fixes and polishing the code for the new features. We're hoping to release the update by the end of the week.
That's exciting news. Can't wait to see it up and running.
Yes, it's always satisfying to see our hard work come to fruition.
Speaking of satisfaction, have you guys heard about that new cafe that just opened up down the street? They have amazing coffee.
Oh really? Should we plan a team outing there sometime?
Absolutely. It'll be a nice break from all this computer screen staring.
Agreed. All right, I think that's it for today's update. Keep up the good work, team. And let's plan that coffee break soon. Hi there, how can I assist you today with your international exchange program?
Hi, I am interested in studying abroad. What countries do you recommend?
We offer programs in many countries such as Japan, Germany, France, and the United States. Would you like me to explore any specific program?
I have always been fascinated by Japan. Can you tell me more about the program there?
Japan is a popular destination for international students. You can immerse yourself in the language and culture with our academic program at top universities. Plus, there are many opportunities to explore the country during your stay.
That sounds incredible. How can I apply for the program?
You can submit your application through our online portal. We will review your materials and make a decision based on your academic achievements and language proficiency.
What about financing the program? Is there any financial aid available?
Yes, we offer several scholarships for international students. You can also apply for external funding sources, such as governmental or private organizations.
That's great to hear. Can you tell me more about the timeline and requirements for the program?
The program typically runs for one semester or a full academic year. You will need to hold a valid passport and visa, as well as complete the necessary paperwork and attend orientation sessions.
Thank you so much for your help. I'm excited to apply for the program in Japan.
You're welcome. We're here to help you throughout the whole process. Don't hesitate to reach out if you have any further questions. Welcome to our design studio, B. How may I assist you today?
Hi, A. I'm looking for a design for my new cafe. Can you help me out?
Of course. We'd love to create a design that's perfect for your business. What's the feel you're going for?
I'm looking for a modern and welcoming vibe that will attract customers of all ages.
Got it. Any specific colors or themes you have in mind?
I was thinking of incorporating some greenery and natural elements like wood and stone. As for colors, maybe some earthy tones with pops of bright colors to make it more fun.
Great idea. What about the layout of the cafe? How many tables and chairs do you need?
I was hoping to fit around 30 people maximum. It's a small space, but I want to make the most of it.
All right, we can definitely work with that. Let me show you some sketches of designs we've done before and see what you like.
Oh wow, these are really impressive. I love the way you incorporate nature into the designs.
Thank you. We try to create unique designs that reflect our clients' visions. Is there one that particularly catches your eye?
I really like this one. It has a cozy and rustic feel which I think will work well for my cafe.
Great choice. We can work on finalizing the design to your liking and get started on the construction as soon as possible.
Thank you so much, A. I'm excited to see how it turns out.
It was my pleasure, B. We'll make sure to create a design that you'll love and that your customers will enjoy too. Hi, B. Thanks for agreeing to this interview. How are you feeling today?
I'm good, thanks for asking. It's always exciting to be interviewed.
Great to hear that. So, what inspired you to pursue your career?
Well, I've always loved science and engineering since I was a kid. I used to dismantle toys to see how they worked.
That's pretty cool. So, tell me more about your latest project.
I've been working on a new technology that aims to reduce the carbon footprint of industries. It's been very interesting so far.
Wow, that sounds amazing. Can you give me a sneak peek of how it works?
I wouldn't want to give away the whole secret. But let's just say it involves a combination of science and technology.
I see. So, how do you unwind after a long day at work?
I love to go for hikes and try out new restaurants. I think it's important to have a healthy work-life balance.
I couldn't agree more. Speaking of food, what's your favorite cuisine?
I love sushi. The freshness and delicate flavors never fail to impress me.
Yum, now you're making me hungry. Anyway, do you have any advice for aspiring scientists or engineers?
Yes, I would say to always be curious and never stop learning. And also, collaborate with people from different fields. You never know what ideas might come up.
Wise words indeed. Thank you so much for your time, B. It was great getting to know you.
Thank you too, A. It was my pleasure.
Welcome to Avalon Peninsula. My name is Adam, and I'll be your tour guide for today.
Hi Adam, nice to meet you. I'm excited to explore this beautiful place.
Great to hear that. Avalon is famous for its scenic views, legends and myths, and historical sites.
Oh, that sounds interesting. Can you tell me more about these legends and myths?
Sure. One of the most famous legends is King Arthur and his Knights of the Round Table. According to the legend, King Arthur is buried here.
Wow, that's so cool. I've always been fascinated with King Arthur and his knights.
Yes, it's quite fascinating. Another interesting myth is the story of the fairy tree. It's believed that if you hang a piece of cloth on the tree and make a wish, the fairies will grant it.
That's charming. I definitely want to try that out.
Sure thing. We'll make a stop at the fairy tree so you can make a wish.
Awesome. What other places are we going to visit?
We'll also visit the oldest lighthouse in North America and some of the most beautiful beaches on the peninsula.
I can't wait to see it all. By the way, have you ever encountered any fairies or ghosts while giving tours here?
Laughs, no, I haven't. But some people claim to have seen them.
Oh, I see. Well, I hope I'll see some myself.
Laughs, who knows, maybe you will. Are you hungry? We'll stop for lunch at one of the best seafood restaurants in the area.
Sounds great. I've heard that seafood here is amazing.
You heard right. The lobster and cod fish are a must-try.
I'm looking forward to it. Thank you, Adam, for showing me around.
No problem, it's my pleasure to help. The tour is not over yet, we still have many places to see. Let's keep exploring. Good morning everyone and welcome to our show. Today, we have a special guest with us, a software engineer who will introduce us to the latest SQL Server technology. B, welcome to the show.
Thank you for having me, A. Excited to be here.
So, tell us about the latest updates and features of SQL Server.
Well, the latest version of SQL Server provides improved security features, faster performance, and better scalability options. It also has enhanced control over query optimization that aids faster analysis.
That sounds impressive. How easy is it for a non-expert user to navigate through the latest version of SQL Server?
Users who are familiar with previous versions will find it easy to navigate. However, for those who are new to SQL Server, there's a wide range of free training resources available online to get up to speed.
That's good to know. Are there any upgrades or new features planned for the future?
Yes, there are plans to include more advanced machine learning and analytics features, as well as easier migration options for users to move from on-premises to cloud-based solutions.
Wow, the future of SQL Server sounds exciting. Are there any limitations or compatibility issues we should be aware of?
The limitations depend on the user's needs and scenario. However, it is worth noting that older versions of SQL Server may not be compatible with the latest updates and features.
Thank you so much for enlightening us on the topic. Any final words of advice for our listeners who are interested in trying out SQL Server?
I would recommend users to take advantage of the free training resources available and to start small, focusing on simple queries and gradually building up their expertise.
Thank you so much, B, for your insights. It was great having you on the show, and we hope to have you back soon.
Thank you for having me, A. It was a pleasure being here.
This Swiss cheese fondue smells amazing. I can't wait to try it.
I'm glad you like it. We make it with authentic Gruyere and Emmentaler cheeses.
The cheese is so smooth and creamy. And the bread cubes are the perfect size for dipping.
We also have baby potatoes and vegetables for dipping. How do you like the flavor?
The cheese is rich, but not overpowering. It's just the right amount of savory.
That's good to hear. What do you think of the texture? Is it too thick or thin?
I think it's perfect. It coats the bread and potatoes nicely without being too heavy.
Excellent. Would you give our Swiss cheese fondue a rating out of 10?
Definitely a 9. It's one of the best fondue I've ever had.
Thank you so much for your kind words. We take great pride in our Swiss cheese fondue.
You should be proud. It's amazing. I'll definitely recommend it to all my followers.
Wow, that's wonderful. Thank you so much for your support.
Of course. I'm always on the lookout for great food to share with my followers.
Well, I'm sure they will appreciate your recommendation. Enjoy the rest of your meal.
Hey there, B. How's the bread coming along today?
Great, hey. Just pulled a fresh batch out of the oven. What's on the menu for today's barbecue?
Well, I've got some juicy beef patties and classic bratwursts ready to go. And of course, our famous grilled shrimp skewers.
Yum, those sounds amazing. Maybe we can even make some grilled cheese sandwiches with your bread?
That's a fantastic idea. I'll go grab some cheese from the fridge. How about we add some bacon and tomato for a deluxe version?
Perfect. That'll definitely satisfy any hunger cravings. Plus, nothing beats melty cheese and crispy bread.
Agreed. Speaking of hunger, how are sales going today?
Pretty good, actually. People seem to be loving the combo deal of a hot dog with a side of garlic bread. And that homemade sauce you made yesterday is a hit.
Glad to hear it's, well, saucy success. Laughs, did anyone request any specific dish, though?
Yeah, someone asked for vegetarian options. I suggested grilled vegetables and mushroom skewers, and they loved the idea.
Nice thinking, B. We always want to welcome and accommodate everyone. Hey, you know what else we could try grilling?
What?
Dessert. We could slice up some fresh fruits, like pineapple or peaches, dust them with cinnamon sugar, and grill them for a sweet finish to the meal.
Oh my gosh, I'm drooling already. Let's definitely do that. Maybe we could even serve them on top of some of my cinnamon buns.
You're a genius, B. That would be the perfect way to end a fantastic barbecue meal. Let's get ready to grill up a storm. Hi, can you help me? I'm new to slot machines, and I'm not sure how to play.
Sure thing. It's pretty simple. Just put your money in and pull the lever.
Oh, I see. How do I know if I win?
If the symbols match up, you will win some money. Each machine has its own payout table you can check.
That sounds easy enough. Should I go for the shiny one over there?
Sure, that one's a popular choice. Good luck.
Pulls the lever. Wow, it made a lot of noise.
Looks like you got a small payout. Not bad.
This is kind of fun. Do you ever play?
Of course. It's always tempting when I'm working here. But remember to gamble responsibly.
Got it. Say, do people ever win the jackpot here?
They sure do. It's rare, but it happens. You never know, it could be your lucky day.
Laughs, I doubt it, but it's still enjoyable. Thanks for showing me how to play.
No problem at all. Enjoy the rest of your time here.
Hey there. I hear you're a game developer. That's so cool.
Yeah, I love creating games. I'm actually working on a new mobile game right now.
Awesome. Can you tell me more about it?
Sure, it's a puzzle game where players have to match elements to progress through the levels.
Sounds interesting. What kind of elements?
There are different colors and shapes that need to be matched. And we're adding power-ups and special items too.
Sweet. How's development going?
It's going well, but we're still tweaking some of the mechanics. We want it to be challenging but not too difficult.
I can imagine that's a delicate balance. Are you testing it with players?
Yes, we're doing a closed beta right now. It's been helpful to get feedback and make adjustments.
That's great. How long do you think until it's ready for release?
We're aiming for a few months from now. There's still some work to be done, but we're making good progress.
I bet it's exciting to see your idea come to life.
Definitely. It's a lot of hard work, but it's worth it when you see people enjoying your game.
Well, I can't wait to play it when it comes out. Keep up the good work.
Thanks, I appreciate it. And let me know if you have any ideas for future games.
Hi there. I'm A blogger. Nice to meet you.
Hi A, I'm B, a YouTuber. It's nice to meet you too.
So, what do you think of this Thai restaurant?
Oh, I love it. The food is amazing. Have you tried the pad Thai?
Yes, I did. It's so yummy. But the Tom Kha Gai is my favorite.
I haven't tried it yet. But I will now that you mentioned it.
You should. So, how long have you been a YouTuber?
Around 2 years now. It's been a crazy ride, but I love it.
That's amazing. How do you come up with video ideas?
Honestly, it's a mix of things. Sometimes it's just spontaneous and other times I plan it out.
I see. What kind of videos do you usually make?
Mostly vlogs, challenges, and travel videos. How about you? What kind of topics do you blog about?
I usually blog about lifestyle, beauty, and fashion. I also do some travel blogging too.
That's cool. Do you enjoy what you do?
Absolutely. It's great being able to create content and connect with readers. What about you?
Same here. The best part of being a YouTuber is interacting with viewers and inspiring them.
Well, it was great meeting you and talking about our work.
Yes, it was. Let's do this again soon.
Hey son, what do you want to play today in the park?
How about we play catch, Dad?
Great idea. You know, when I was your age, I used to play baseball all the time with my friends.
Really? Did you hit home runs?
Well, let's just say I wasn't exactly Babe Ruth.
Haha. Let's see if you still got it, Dad.
All right, let me warm up first. Here comes the pitch.
Nice one, Dad. You still got that fastball.
Thanks, son. Now let's switch roles. You pitch and I'll bat.
Okay, I'll throw you a curveball.
Wow, that was a good one. You might have a future in baseball.
Thanks, Dad. But I think I'll stick to playing for fun.
Playing sports for fun is the best way. It's not about winning or losing, it's about having a good time.
Exactly. Hey, I have an idea. How about we go get some ice cream after this?
Now that's my kind of game plan. Let's go. Good morning, B. Looks like we have a great turnout today.
Yes, the fishing boats have had a really good catch recently. Hopefully, we can make some delicious dishes.
Of course, with your secret recipes and my restaurant's impeccable service, our customers will surely be satisfied.
That's right. I'm glad we're able to work together and provide the community with such amazing seafood options.
Speaking of seafood, have you tried our new lobster dish yet?
No, I haven't. What's special about it?
We use a special sauce that my chef created, and it pairs perfectly with the juicy lobster meat. You should definitely try it.
Sounds fantastic. I'll have to try it for lunch.
Glad to hear it. And don't forget to check out our specials board, we have some new seafood dishes today.
Will do, thanks for reminding me.
Anytime. Oh, and how's the feedback on our oyster bar?
Great so far. People love being able to try a variety of different oysters, and I've been able to recommend some wine pairings as well.
Excellent. We're truly a seafood dream team, aren't we?
Absolutely. And here's to many more successful collaborations in the future.
Raises glass cheers to that. Hey there. I'm a software engineer. Nice to meet you.
Hi, I'm B, an image processing engineer. Great to meet you too.
So, B, what are the biggest challenges you're facing in optimizing image processing algorithms?
Well, we're trying to make the algorithms faster while maintaining the same level of accuracy in image processing.
Yeah, I see. Have you tried any new techniques or technologies to achieve this?
Yes, we've been exploring deep learning techniques and convolutional neural networks. They seem to be quite promising.
That's cool. But do you think they are applicable in all types of image processing tasks, or just some specific ones?
Actually, deep learning techniques work best in tasks that involve big data and complex patterns. So, it really depends on the nature of the task.
Got it. By the way, have you ever tried using genetic algorithms to optimize your algorithms?
Oh, interesting. No, I haven't. Can you tell me more about it?
Sure. Genetic algorithms are inspired by the process of natural selection, and they use techniques like mutation and crossover to find the best solution to a problem.
Wow, that sounds really cool. I'm definitely going to look into that.
Yes, you should. And while we're on the topic of optimization, have you thought about parallelizing your algorithms to speed up processing?
Yes, we've tried that as well. But it's not so easy since it requires a lot of coordination among the different parallel processing units.
Yeah, that's a challenge. But it's definitely worth exploring since it can significantly speed up processing times.
Absolutely. We're also considering using cloud computing to store and process the huge amounts of data we're dealing with.
That's a good idea. Cloud computing can also provide on-demand resources that can help speed up processing times.
Yes, exactly. Plus, it can help us save costs on hardware and maintenance.
True. So, how do you usually measure the performance of your algorithms?
We use metrics like the mean squared error and peak signal-to-noise ratio to measure the accuracy of our image processing tasks.
Interesting. How do you ensure that your algorithms are robust and can handle different types of image data?
Well, that's the tricky part. We have to test our algorithms with a wide range of diverse image data to make sure they're robust enough.
Yeah, image data can be quite varied and unpredictable. I think that's why image processing is such an exciting field.
Absolutely. There's always something new to learn and discover.
Good morning. How can I assist you today?
Hi. I'm interested in planning a tour of the Capitol Hill neighborhood.
Wonderful choice. Do you have a preference on which part of the neighborhood you'd like to visit?
I would love to see the U.S. Capitol building and the Library of Congress.
Those are two of the most popular attractions in the area. Have you ever been to DC before?
No, this is my first time in the city.
Then, you're in for a treat. We can set you up with a walking tour that will take you to all of the major sites in the area.
That sounds great. How long would the tour take?
It's approximately a 2-hour tour, but it's very leisurely and includes many photo opportunities.
Perfect. When is the best time to take the tour?
We recommend early in the day to avoid the crowds. How about we schedule the tour for 9 a.m. tomorrow?
That works for me. How much does the tour cost?
The Capitol Hill neighborhood tour costs $40 and includes a knowledgeable tour guide.
That's very reasonable. Count me in.
Great. Just need your name and contact information to book the reservation.
My name is John Smith and my phone number is 555-1234.
Perfect, John. The tour is now booked for tomorrow morning at 9 a.m. Please meet the tour guide at the designated location 10 minutes prior to the start of the tour.
Thank you so much for your help. I'm excited for tomorrow's tour.
It's my pleasure. I'm sure you'll love it. Enjoy the rest of your day. Hi, I'm excited to learn more about pottery. Can you please tell me more about it?
Of course. Pottery is a fascinating art form with a rich history. It involves creating objects out of clay and firing them at high temperatures.
That sounds interesting. So, what kinds of pottery are on display here in the museum?
We have a variety of pottery pieces on display here, from different cultures and time periods. Some are functional, such as bowls and vases, while others are purely decorative.
Wow, that's amazing. I'm particularly interested in the decorative pieces. Can you tell me more about those?
Sure. Many cultures use pottery to create beautiful decorative pieces, often featuring intricate designs and patterns. Some cultures even use pottery to tell stories or convey important religious or cultural information.
That's really fascinating. I had no idea pottery could be so meaningful. What kind of pottery making techniques are involved in creating these beautiful pieces?
Well, pottery making techniques can vary greatly depending on the culture and the time period. But typically, pottery involves shaping pieces from clay and then firing them in a kiln to harden them.
I see. That sounds like a lot of hard work. How long does it usually take to make a single piece of pottery?
It can vary greatly depending on the size and complexity of the piece. Some simple pieces might take just a few hours to make, while more intricate pieces can take weeks or even months to complete.
Wow, that's really impressive. I have a newfound appreciation for pottery now. Thanks for telling me all about it.
You're welcome. It's always great to see people taking an interest in art and culture. If you have any other questions, feel free to ask.
Good morning, sir. How can I assist you today?
Well, as a matter of fact, I have a proposition for you. I'm opening a new restaurant nearby, and I'd like to offer your coffee in the menu.
That sounds like an excellent opportunity. What sort of dishes are you planning to serve?
A mix of local and international cuisine. We'll have traditional Swiss dishes like cheese fondue and, also, pasta, burgers, and fries.
I see. In that case, I think our house blend would be suitable. It has a medium body with hints of chocolate and nutty flavor.
That sounds perfect. Aside from regular coffee, do you have any recommendations for our latte and cappuccino?
Our syrups are a customer favorite for flavor variations, and we also offer latte art. Our baristas can even create a bear or a heart-shaped design on the foam.
Wow, that would be a nice touch. How about the pricing?
We can offer a special rate for wholesale orders, but it would depend on your volume and frequency of orders.
Sounds fair enough. Let's discuss further about the details.
Sure, I can prepare a quotation for your review. Would you like to sample some of our coffee, perhaps?
That would be delightful. Let's do a taste test today.
Perfect, we'll be glad to have you. By the way, do you offer any vegan options in your restaurant?
Yes, we do. We understand the importance of catering to different dietary needs, so we have a dedicated section on our menu for vegan and vegetarian dishes.
Great to know that. We also have alternative milk options like soy, almond, and oat milk.
Even better. I'm glad we share the same values. I'm excited to work with your team.
Hey B, have you heard about the traffic enforcement operation happening in Adelaide?
Yeah, I heard they have a police officer and a driver teaming up to catch traffic violators.
That's right. The police officer is a real pro at spotting traffic violations, and the driver knows how to navigate through the busy roads of Adelaide.
It sounds like they make a great team. I wonder if they catch a lot of people breaking traffic rules.
Oh, they definitely do. But they also have a good sense of humor about it. I heard they once pulled over a car with a bumper sticker that said "I brake for unicorns."
Haha, that's hilarious. Did the driver get a ticket?
Well, technically, the driver did break a traffic rule. But the police officer let them off with a warning and a good chuckle.
That's really cool. It's great to see law enforcement officers being human and approachable.
Exactly. And it's not just about catching violators, it's about keeping everyone safe on the road.
Agreed. So next time we're driving in Adelaide, let's make sure we follow all the traffic rules and not give the officer and driver team any trouble.
Absolutely. Let's show them some respect and help make their job easier.
Sounds like a plan. Let's hit the road.
Hey B, I heard you're working on a new puzzle game. What kind of puzzles are you incorporating?
Yes, I am. The puzzles are a mix of logic, math, and observation. We're trying to keep the players on their toes.
Sounds challenging but fun. What's the storyline of the game?
The game is set in an ancient temple where the players have to uncover a long-lost treasure. They have to solve puzzles to unlock the doors to each room.
That sounds intriguing. How many levels are there going to be?
There are going to be 20 levels, and with each level, the puzzles will get more challenging.
I can't wait to play it. Will there be any rewards for completing the game?
Yes, we're planning to reward the players with a bonus level and a hidden treasure. But it won't be easy to unlock.
That sounds awesome. Is there any clue you can give me to crack the game?
Well, I can tell you to think outside the box and pay close attention to your surroundings. That's all I can say for now.
Thanks, B. I'll remember that. When can we expect the game to be released?
We're hoping to release it next month. But we have to make sure the game is perfect before we release it to the gamers.
I understand. I'm sure it will be worth the wait. Hey, have you seen the latest user feedback and suggestions?
No, not yet. What are they saying?
Well, some users are complaining about the font size being too small.
That's a common issue. We could try increasing the font size.
Yeah, that's a good idea. But some users also said that the website loads too slowly.
That's a tough one. We could look into optimizing the website's code to make it run faster.
But what about users who are requesting new features?
That's always a challenge. We have to balance the needs of the users with what is feasible and within our budget.
True. One user even suggested adding a forum for users to connect with each other.
That's an interesting idea. It could create a sense of community around our website.
But wouldn't it require a lot of moderation and monitoring to prevent spam and inappropriate content?
Yes, that's definitely a concern. We could implement strict rules for posting and have a team dedicated to monitoring the forum.
Okay, I'll make a note of that. Oh, and some users are also asking for a mobile app.
The beloved mobile app. It would certainly make our website more accessible to users on the go.
But it might also require a significant investment of time and resources.
Yes, we have to consider whether the potential benefits outweigh the costs.
You're right. It's always a balancing act. But it's great to hear that our users are engaged and offering suggestions.
Absolutely. It's a sign that we're on the right track and that our website is meeting their needs.
Hey B, how's it going today? Looks like we have a lot of work to do on this Ruby on Rails project.
Hey, I'm doing well. Yeah, it seems like the to-do list keeps getting longer every day.
I know, but I think we can tackle it. What do you say we grab some coffee and get started?
Sounds good to me. Do you prefer a local cafe or a chain?
Let's try something new. There's a little coffee shop down the street I've always wanted to check out.
Perfect. I'm always up for trying new places. So, how do you feel about the project so far?
Honestly, it's been challenging, but also really fulfilling seeing it come together piece by piece.
Yeah, I agree. The satisfaction of solving a problem or getting that tricky code to work is unbeatable.
Definitely. Plus, it's a great excuse for me to put my headphones on and listen to my favorite music while coding away.
Haha, I know what you mean. It's the little things that make the development process enjoyable. Speaking of which, do you have any fun weekend plans?
I'm planning on taking a break from screens and going on a hike. How about you?
Nice, I might do the same. Or maybe catch up on some TV shows I've been wanting to watch. Either way, we deserve the break.
Absolutely. All right, enough chit-chat, let's get back to these lines of code. Morning, everyone. Happy to see you all in high spirits today.
Good morning, hey. We're all pumped up to play some great music.
That's the spirit. All right, let's start with the first movement of Beethoven's Symphony No. 5.
Do we need to be extra careful with the dynamics on this one?
Definitely. We need to highlight the contrast between the soft and loud parts to make it sound more dramatic.
Got it. And what about the tempo changes in the second movement?
We need to be very precise with the timing to make it flow smoothly. It's like a conversation between different sections of the orchestra.
I see. And how about the third movement? That one's always tricky.
Indeed it is. We need to be very coordinated in the rhythm to make it lively and energetic.
Agreed. And finally, the fourth movement. I love the triumphant ending.
Yes, it's a classic. We need to make sure we don't rush the ending and that we all finish together.
Are we ready to give it a go?
Let's do it. And remember, have fun with it. Music is all about enjoyment and sharing it with others.
Thanks, hey. You always know how to motivate us.
That's what I'm here for. All right, let's begin. Hi B, nice to meet you. I hear you're an AI engineer?
Yes, that's right. Pleasure to meet you too, hey. So, what brings us together today?
We're both here to discuss using AI to improve manufacturing efficiency and quality. I was thinking we could start by analyzing the factory data.
That's a great idea. We could use machine learning algorithms to recognize patterns and optimize the manufacturing process.
Exactly. And we could use computer vision technology to continuously monitor the production line for defects and errors.
Oh, and let's not forget about speech recognition systems to improve communication between workers and supervisors.
That's a good point. And with AI managing the supply chain, we can reduce the risk of running out of materials or overstocking.
Agreed. And since we're improving efficiency, we can also save time and resources.
Yes, and ultimately this will lead to increased profits and customer satisfaction. But let's not forget to keep a human touch to the manufacturing process.
I completely agree. AI should be used to assist workers, not replace them.
And with that, we can create a more efficient, high-quality manufacturing process. Thanks for the great conversation, B.
No problem, A. It was a pleasure discussing AI with you.
Hey B, how's the experiment going?
It's going pretty well. We were able to synthesize the compound we were aiming for.
That's great news. Did you encounter any problems along the way?
Well, we did run into a few issues with equipment malfunction, but we were able to troubleshoot and fix it.
Good to hear. How about the data analysis? Have you started that yet?
Yes, we have. We're currently compiling the results and trying to make sense of it all.
Sounds like you've been busy. Any interesting observations so far?
Actually, yes. We noticed a subtle difference in the reaction rate compared to previous studies.
Ah, that's interesting. I wonder what could have caused that difference.
We think it might be due to a slight variation in the reaction conditions, but we'll have to investigate further.
Well, keep up the good work, B. I have a feeling we might be on to something great here.
Thanks, A. I'm really excited to see where this research leads us.
Same here. Now, let's get back to work and see what other discoveries we can make. Hi there. Have you tried the apple pie a la mode? It's so delicious.
Yes, I just tried it the other day. It was heavenly. The warm apple pie with a scoop of vanilla ice cream on top is the perfect combination.
I agree. The warm apple filling and the cold ice cream really complement each other. It's like a party in your mouth.
And the crust was perfect. Not too flaky, not too doughy, just right.
I love the cinnamon and nutmeg flavors in the apple filling. It's not too sweet, but it still satisfies my sweet tooth.
I also appreciated that it wasn't overly sugary. It was just the right balance of sweetness with the tartness of the apples.
And the size was just right. I didn't feel guilty having it all to myself.
Speaking of guilt, the dessert menu has so many tempting options. Have you tried the chocolate cake yet?
Funny you should ask, I just had it last week and it was amazing. It was so moist and had just the right amount of chocolate flavor.
Now you're making me crave chocolate cake. I think I'll have to come back and try it for myself.
Oh, you definitely should. And we should split a slice of the apple pie a la mode next time.
Absolutely, that sounds like a plan. The apple pie a la mode is definitely a must-try dessert.
Good morning. How's the weather looking today?
Hi there. It's looking pretty good, just a few scattered clouds and a light breeze.
Sounds perfect. Any chance of things changing in the next couple of hours?
Nothing major, but there could be a little bit of rain moving in later this afternoon.
Bummer. Do you think it'll impact any flights?
It shouldn't be anything too crazy, maybe just a bit of a delay or two.
Got it. Well, I'm just happy it's not a thunderstorm or a blizzard or something.
Yeah, me too. Those can really throw a wrench in things.
Speaking of which, have you had any particularly wild weather experiences here at the airport?
Oh boy, have I ever. I remember one time we had a freak hailstorm that covered the tarmac in ice.
Yikes. How long did it take to clean up?
It was about a 6-hour process to get everything running smoothly again.
That's quite the adventure. I hope we don't have anything like that today.
Same here. But hey, at least we can share some interesting stories if it does happen.
That's true. So, any other tips for pilots when it comes to dealing with weather?
Just always keep an eye on the forecasts and have a plan in place for any unexpected changes. And of course, never hesitate to reach out to our team if you need any advice or guidance.
Thanks for the advice, I'll definitely keep that in mind. It's always reassuring to have such a helpful team behind us.
Of course, that's what we're here for. Have a safe flight out there.
Thanks, you too. Take care.
You too, bye.
Hi there. Did you see the press conference with the journalist and the politician?
Yeah, that was quite the show. What did you think of their exchange?
I thought it was hilarious when the journalist asked the politician about his latest controversy.
Oh, you mean when the politician completely dodged the question and started talking about his family instead?
Yes, that's the one. I was so surprised that the journalist just moved on to the next question without pressing him on it.
Well, that's just how some politicians operate. They never actually answer the tough questions.
That's true. But I have to say, I was impressed with how composed and professional the journalist remained throughout the interview.
Definitely. It takes a lot of skill to handle those kinds of situations gracefully.
Do you think the politician realized he was being recorded and that his comments would be made public?
Hard to say. Maybe he thought he could get away with just giving a superficial response instead of admitting any wrongdoing.
I'm just glad that journalists are there to hold our leaders accountable and keep them honest.
Absolutely. Without a strong and independent press, we'd be in serious trouble.
Well said. It's nice to see that even in the midst of all the chaos, we can still have some fun during these press conferences.
And hopefully, the humor will inspire people to pay attention and stay engaged in the political process.
Good morning, B. How's the catch today?
Good morning, A. It's been a great morning. I caught some fresh lobsters and crabs that would be perfect for your restaurant.
That's amazing news. I'm sure our customers will appreciate it. How about we include your secret recipe for the famous seafood chowder?
My secret recipe. You know, I've never shared that with anyone. But for you, A, I can make an exception. It's a family recipe passed down from generations.
Thank you so much, B. I would love to add it to our menu. We could call it B's Chowder in honor of you.
That sounds great. And I have a suggestion for a new dish: grilled fish with a tangy lime sauce.
Wow, that sounds delicious. We could pair it with some rice pilaf.
Perfect. I'll provide the fish fresh from the sea, and you can add your culinary expertise for the sauce and the rice.
Deal. I can't wait to try it out. By the way, have you heard about the annual seafood festival next month?
Yeah, of course. We should definitely participate and showcase our offerings.
Absolutely. I'll take care of the registration, and you can bring your fresh catch along with your secret recipes.
Sounds like a plan. We'll make quite a team.
Indeed. And who knows, maybe we'll even win the award for the best seafood dish.
That would be fantastic. Looking forward to it, A.
Me too, B. Let's keep making delicious dishes together for our customers. Good morning. How can I assist you today?
Hi. I'm interested in visiting the Capitol Hill in Washington, D.C. What can you recommend?
Perfect choice. We have various options available, including walking tours and hop-on hop-off buses. What would you prefer?
I think I'd like to try a walking tour.
Great. Our walking tour lasts for about 2 hours, and it covers the Capitol building, the Supreme Court, and the Library of Congress.
Sounds amazing. Will there be a tour guide?
Yes, our tour guide is very knowledgeable and engaging. You'll surely enjoy the tour.
That's perfect. What time does the tour start?
The tour starts at 10 a.m. and ends at 12 p.m. We recommend arriving a bit early to avoid any delays.
Will I need any special equipment or clothing for the tour?
Comfortable shoes are highly recommended, as we will be walking around the Capitol Hill. Also, make sure to bring a water bottle to stay hydrated.
Will there be an opportunity to take pictures?
Of course. Our tour guide knows all the great photo spots, so you won't miss a good shot.
That's amazing. How much is the tour per person?
Our walking tour is $40 per person. However, we do have group discounts available.
All right, I think I'll take the tour. Thank you so much for your help.
You're welcome. We're glad to assist you in making the most out of your visit to Washington, D.C. Have a great time on your tour. Hi there, can you help me out with the Taipei Mass Rapid Transit routes?
Of course. What do you need help with?
I'm looking for the easiest route to get to the Taipei 101 Tower. Do you know which line I should take?
Yes, you'll want to take the red line and get off at the Taipei 101/World Trade Center station.
Great, thanks. And what line do I take to get to the National Palace Museum?
You'll want to take the red line to the Shilin station and then transfer to the shuttle bus that takes you to the museum.
Got it. Is there anything else I should know about the transit system here?
Well, it's important to know that the trains don't run 24/7, so it's a good idea to check the schedule before heading out.
Thanks for the heads up. What about buying tickets?
You can either buy single-ride tickets or get an Easy Card, which you can recharge and use for multiple rides.
Sounds easy enough. Is there anything else I need to know?
Just that the trains can get pretty crowded during rush hour, so it's best to avoid traveling at peak times if possible.
Good to know. Thanks so much for your help.
No problem at all. Enjoy your travels on the Taipei Mass Rapid Transit System.
Good evening, welcome to our restaurant. My name is A, and I'll be your manager tonight.
Thank you, A. I'm B, your server for the evening. Can I get you to start with some champagne?
Excellent idea, B. I recommend the Blanc de Blancs. It pairs well with our seafood appetizers.
Good choice. And may I suggest the lobster bisque to start?
Certainly. For the mains, our specialty is the beef Wellington. It's juicy and cooked to perfection.
That sounds delicious. And for the wine pairing?
I suggest the Chateau Margaux. It's a vintage Bordeaux, and it complements the dish's flavor profile.
Amazing, I'll make sure to recommend it to our guests. And for the vegetarians, what do you suggest?
We have a vegetarian Wellington, made with seasonal vegetables and truffles. It's just as delicious.
Great to know, A. And for dessert, the chocolate souffle is a must-try.
Absolutely. And I recommend pairing it with a glass of our signature dessert wine, the Sauternes.
You really know your wine, A. This is why our restaurant is so popular.
Our sommelier has extensive knowledge, and I'm thrilled to have him on our team. And how is your service tonight, B?
The guests are happy, and the kitchen is running smoothly. It's been a great evening so far.
That's fantastic. Thank you for your hard work, B. And thank you to our guests for choosing our restaurant tonight.
Yes, thank you. And we hope to have the pleasure of serving you again soon.
Have a wonderful evening, everyone. And cheers to a great dining experience. Good morning, Mrs. B. How are you feeling today?
Not great, I'm afraid. I've been having some stomach pains and vomiting.
Oh dear, I'm sorry to hear that. Have you had any recent changes in your diet or routine?
Well, I did try that new Indian restaurant down the street last week.
That could be the cause. Let's run some tests and see what's going on.
Sounds like a plan. So, do you have any interesting patients or cases you've dealt with recently?
Actually, yes. I had a patient come in with a toy stuck in their nose. It took some maneuvering, but we were able to get it out without any issues.
Laughs, that's quite the story. Have you seen any other strange or funny cases like that?
You know, every day in the hospital brings something new and interesting. I once had a patient claim they had swallowed a spoon, but when we did an x-ray, it turned out to be a fork.
Laughs, that's hilarious. You must have seen it all by now.
More or less, but I always love a new challenge. So, let's talk about your treatment plan.
Yes, please. I'm ready to get back to feeling better.
We'll start with some medication for your symptoms and run some tests to ensure there's no underlying issues. I'm confident we can get you back to your normal self in no time.
Thank you, Dr. A. I appreciate your expertise and great sense of humor.
It's my pleasure, Mrs. B. I always strive to make my patients feel comfortable and at ease. Don't hesitate to give me a call if you have any concerns or questions during the treatment process. Hey B, how's it going today?
Hey A, not too bad, but I'm a little worried about the quality of our software.
What seems to be the problem?
Well, lately we've been having a lot of defects in our releases.
Yeah, I've noticed that too. What do you think we could do to reduce the number of defects?
I was thinking that we need to put more emphasis on defect prevention rather than just defect detection.
That's a good point. What kind of measures do you think we could put in place for prevention?
We could start by improving our coding standards to help prevent common errors.
Right, and we could also do more testing earlier in the development cycle to catch issues before they become bigger problems.
Exactly. And we could also increase the frequency of our regression testing to ensure that we catch regression defects early on.
I agree. We could even incorporate more automation into our testing process to make sure we are catching all potential issues.
Definitely. And we should also encourage our team to report defects as soon as they find them rather than waiting until later in the development cycle.
Yes, that's crucial. The earlier we catch issues, the easier and less costly they are to fix.
Absolutely. And we should also prioritize defects based on their impact on the user and the system.
Good idea. It's important to focus on high-impact defects first to minimize the risk to our users.
For sure. And finally, we need to do more thorough reviews of our code to catch potential defects before they make it into the release.
Agreed. Well, these are all great ideas. Let's start implementing them and see if we can improve our software quality.
Sounds like a plan to me. Thanks for the chat, A.
No problem, B. See you later. Happy birthday, my dear. How does it feel to be another year older?
Thank you, Dad. I don't feel much different, but I'm excited to celebrate with you and Mom.
We are so happy to be here with you. What do you want for your birthday dinner?
I've been craving some sushi, so I think that's what I want.
Great choice. Let's order some sushi rolls and maybe some tempura too.
That sounds perfect. Do you guys have any birthday surprises for me?
Of course. We got you a little something that we think you will love. It's waiting for you at home.
Yay! I can't wait to see what it is.
Also, we have a tradition of singing happy birthday in public places. Are you ready for your serenade?
Haha, I guess so. Bring it on. Embarrassed but laughing, thanks, guys. You made my day.
Anything for our special girl. So what are your plans for the year ahead?
Well, I want to focus on my studies and maybe try to travel somewhere new.
That's a great plan. Mom and I are here to support you every step of the way.
I know, and I appreciate it more than you know.
Hey B, have you ever used a travel app for route planning?
Yeah, sure. But why do you ask?
I'm working on a project and I want to create an intuitive route planning feature.
That's interesting. What do you have in mind?
I was thinking about allowing users to drag and drop their desired destinations onto a map interface.
Okay, that's a good start. But what about providing them with recommendations based on their interests?
I think that's a great idea. We could use machine learning to suggest places they might like based on their previous search history.
Exactly. And don't forget about including a feature to view popular tourist destinations in a particular city.
Yes, of course. I was thinking of incorporating a 360-degree virtual tour of some famous landmarks as well.
Awesome. And what about allowing users to easily modify their itinerary if they want to add or remove a location?
That's actually a great point. I was thinking of providing them with an undo feature to make it easier.
Yeah, that would be helpful. But don't forget to provide them with an option to export the itinerary to other apps or share it with their friends.
Sure, I already plan to incorporate that into the app. Hey B, what other features can we add to make it even more engaging?
How about a feature that allows users to leave reviews of the places they visited within the app itself?
That's a fantastic idea. We could even add a community area where they could exchange travel tips and advice with other users.
Yes, and we could make it even more fun and interactive by incorporating rewards for using and engaging with the app.
Wow, B, you're full of creative ideas. I think this app is going to be a huge success.
Thank you, A. Let's make it happen.
Hi there. Have you heard about how digital marketing is changing our industry?
Yes, I have. It's definitely changing the game, isn't it?
Absolutely. I think with the rise of social media and e-commerce, there's a whole new world of opportunities for businesses.
Definitely. But it also means we have to work harder to stand out from the competition.
That's true. But with the right strategy and creative ideas, we can really make an impact.
I completely agree. I think the key is to be authentic and engage with our audience on a personal level.
Yes, and we also need to stay up to date with the latest digital trends and technologies.
Absolutely. Otherwise, we risk falling behind and becoming irrelevant.
So, what kind of digital marketing tactics do you think we should explore?
Well, I think we should definitely start with social media advertising and influencer marketing.
Good ideas. And what about email marketing and SEO?
Those are also important, but I think we need to be careful not to come across as too spammy or aggressive.
Agreed. It's all about finding the right balance and being strategic in our approach.
Definitely. And we should also consider using interactive content like quizzes and polls to increase engagement.
Great point. It's all about creating an immersive experience for our audience.
Exactly. And by doing so, we'll be able to build stronger relationships with our customers and drive more sales.
I couldn't have said it better myself. Let's get to work on our new digital marketing strategy. Hey there, B. You're the network security expert, right? I've got a question for you.
Sure thing, hey. Shoot.
How do we prevent DDoS attacks on our website?
Ah, the dreaded DDoS attack. Well, there are a few things we can do. First, we can limit the number of requests that come from a single IP address.
So, like, if someone's trying to spam our website with a bunch of requests from one computer, we can stop them.
Exactly. We can also set up filters to block known attack patterns and limit traffic from certain regions.
That sounds pretty intense. What if we get overwhelmed by traffic, though?
If it's really bad, we can always work with our web host to add more bandwidth and spread the traffic out over more servers.
Makes sense. But isn't there a way to stop the attacks before they even get to us?
Definitely. We can use a DDoS protection service to filter out malicious traffic before it even hits our server.
That sounds like something out of a sci-fi movie. How does it work?
Basically, the service separates legitimate traffic from the bad stuff using advanced algorithms and machine learning. It's pretty cool.
Wow. Sounds like we've got a lot of options to choose from.
We sure do. And the best part is, by preventing DDoS attacks, we can keep our website online and our customers happy.
Agreed. Speaking of customers, what do we tell them if the website does go down?
We can set up a notification system to let them know what's going on and when we expect things to be back up and running.
Nice. You really know your stuff, B.
Thanks, A. It's all in a day's work for a network security expert.
Hey, B. How's it going?
Pretty good, thanks. Just a bit worried about the security of online banking these days.
Yeah, it's definitely a concern. But, as a cybersecurity expert, I can tell you that there are a few things you can do to protect yourself.
That's great to hear. Can you tell me more about it?
Sure thing. Firstly, make sure you are using strong passwords for all your banking accounts.
Okay, I will keep that in mind. What's next?
Be wary of phishing emails and online scams. Don't click on any suspicious links or attachment.
Got it. And what about public Wi-Fi networks? Are they safe for making any financial transactions?
Nope, public Wi-Fi is a definite no-go for anything financial. Use your personal mobile data instead.
Understood. Is there anything else I should be aware of?
Yes, it's also a good practice to keep track of all your transactions and report any unauthorized activities immediately.
That's really helpful. Thanks for the tips, A.
No problem, B. It's always better to be safe than sorry when it comes to our hard-earned money. Hi there. Can you tell me a little bit about the luggage transportation process?
Sure. What would you like to know?
Well, I want to make sure our passengers' bags are safe and secure when we transport them to their final destination.
Of course. We take every precaution necessary to make sure the bags arrive safely.
That's good to hear. What happens when bags get lost or delayed?
We have a system in place to track down the bags and get them to their owners as soon as possible.
That's great. I'm sure our passengers will appreciate that.
We understand that their luggage is important to them, so we take it very seriously.
Do you ever have any interesting items come through here?
Oh, all the time. It's amazing what people pack in their bags. I've seen everything from live snakes to wedding dresses.
Wow, that must make for an exciting job.
Definitely keeps me on my toes. What about you? Any interesting experiences in the air?
Oh yes, I've had my fair share of interesting passengers. I once had a man bring his pet parrot on board.
Laughs, I'm sure that was quite the conversation starter.
It definitely kept the other passengers entertained. Well, thank you for taking the time to talk to me about the luggage process.
Anytime. Have a good flight.
Hey B, have you met our new machine vision engineer?
Hello there, machine vision engineer. What can you do for our automated production lines?
That's awesome. How can we use machine vision to streamline our operations?
That sounds like a game changer. How do we integrate everything, though?
Great to have you with us. Let's get to work and start some automation magic.
Absolutely, let's build the future of manufacturing.
Hi there, nice to meet you. So, you're an SEO expert?
Yes, that's right. I specialize in optimizing websites for search engines.
That's fantastic. I'm actually in charge of managing a website, so I could definitely use your advice.
Great, happy to help. What kind of website is it?
It's a fashion blog. We post articles about the latest fashion trends and provide styling tips.
Sounds interesting. Fashion is a competitive niche, so you'll definitely want to focus on your keywords and meta tags.
Yes. I've heard that those can drastically improve search engine rankings. Do you have any specific recommendations?
Sure. For keywords, make a list of relevant terms and incorporate them naturally throughout your content. As for meta tags, write a compelling title tag and meta description that accurately describe your content and entice users to click through.
Got it. How about backlinks?
Backlinks are definitely important for SEO. Look for opportunities to guest post on other fashion blogs or collaborate with influencers in the industry.
That makes sense. Thanks for the tips. My website has been struggling to rank higher on search engines, so I'm excited to implement these strategies.
No problem, happy to help. And don't forget to monitor your analytics and make adjustments as needed.
Absolutely. Say, let's order some food. What's your favorite dish on the menu?
I think I'll go for the fish and chips. How about you?
I'm in the mood for some pasta. I heard their spaghetti carbonara is amazing.
Sounds like a plan. Let's order and continue discussing SEO over dinner.
Sounds good to me. Thanks for meeting with me today.
Of course, it was great to meet you. Let's stay in touch.
Hi there, I would like to check out of my room now.
Sure thing. Did you enjoy your stay with us?
Yes, I did. The bed was incredibly comfy, and the room was always clean.
That's great to hear. Did you encounter any difficulties during your stay?
Honestly, the only problem was that it was too hard to decide which restaurant to eat at because there were so many delicious options.
Haha, I know what you mean. Our hotel takes pride in offering a variety of dining options.
And the staff were all so friendly and helpful. It really makes a difference in the overall experience.
Thank you for your kind words. Is there anything else I can assist you with before your departure?
No, everything was perfect. Thank you for making my stay so enjoyable.
It was our pleasure to have you as our guest. We hope to see you again soon.
I'll definitely be back. Have a great day.
You too, take care and have a safe journey ahead.
Hey, have you ever learned about marine ecosystems before?
Yeah, a little bit in school. Why do you ask?
Well, I just went to the aquarium last week and saw some amazing exhibits about all the different creatures that live in the ocean.
Oh, that sounds cool. What did you learn?
Well, did you know that there are different zones of the ocean, like the sunlight zone and the twilight zone, where different creatures live?
No, I didn't know that. What kinds of creatures live in each zone?
Well, in the sunlight zone, you'll find animals like dolphins, sharks, and sea turtles, while in the twilight zone, you'll find bioluminescent creatures like lanternfish and vampire squid.
Wow, I never knew the ocean was so diverse. What else did you learn?
I also learned that coral reefs are some of the most diverse ecosystems in the world and provide habitats for countless aquatic species.
It's really sad to hear about coral bleaching and other negative effects on the world's reefs. Do you think it's too late to save them?
It's definitely not too late. There are conservation efforts being made all around the world to protect and restore coral reefs, and everyone can play a role in helping to reduce pollution and take care of our oceans.
Yeah, I guess sometimes it can be easy to forget that our actions have an impact on the environment.
Exactly, and it's especially important to remember that when it comes to the ocean, since it covers over 70% of the Earth's surface and plays a vital role in the health of the planet.
Thanks for sharing all this information with me. I definitely have a newfound appreciation for the ocean and all its creatures.
You're welcome. I highly recommend going to an aquarium or visiting the ocean in person to see all the wonders it has to offer. Hi, Dr. B. I have been experiencing this persistent backache for the past few weeks.
Hi, patient A, sorry to hear about your back pain. Can you describe the pain in more detail?
It's a dull ache that starts in my lower back and then moves up towards my shoulders. It's worse in the morning and gets better as I move around during the day.
Okay, we need to conduct some tests to determine the root cause of the pain. Have you tried any remedies or painkillers?
Yes, I have been using some painkillers, but they only provide temporary relief.
You have to avoid bending or lifting heavy objects. You can also try hot or cold compress and some exercises.
I see. Do you recommend acupuncture or chiropractic treatment?
It depends on your condition. Let's run some tests and see what the problem is before deciding on the best course of action.
All right, that sounds like a plan. Thank you, Dr. B.
No problem, patient A. We will work together to make sure you get the best treatment and feel better soon.
So, what do you want to have for dinner tonight?
Can we have pizza, please?
Pizza? Again?
Yes, Mom. Pizza is love.
All right then. But let's try a new topping this time.
How about mushrooms and olives?
Sounds good. And for you, honey? Silence. Honey, are you okay?
Dad, are you asleep?
Huh? No, son. I'm just thinking of something.
What is it, Dad?
I was thinking when I was at your age, I loved tacos.
Tacos? We never had tacos before.
That's true. Maybe we should give it a try one day.
Yay! Tacos it is.
But tonight, it's pizza and maybe tacos next time.
Awesome. Thanks, Mom and Dad.
Bon appetit. Hey B, how's it going? Did you get a chance to look at the results from the vulnerability scan we ran last week?
Yeah, I did. It looks like we have some work to do. There were quite a few critical and high-severity vulnerabilities that were found.
Oh no. That's not good. Did the scan provide any suggestions on how we can fix these issues?
Yeah, it did. Some of them were pretty straightforward to fix, while others are going to take some time and effort. But we'll get it done. We always do.
That's the spirit. We don't want any hackers getting into our system, do we?
Absolutely not. I'm glad we caught these issues before it was too late. Did you know that the majority of successful cyber attacks are due to unpatched vulnerabilities?
Yes, I did. It's always better to be proactive than reactive when it comes to security.
That's right. And speaking of being proactive, have you seen any good movies or TV shows lately?
Haha, nice segue. Yes, I actually just finished watching Stranger Things on Netflix. It was really good.
Oh cool, I've heard good things about that show. I've been rewatching The Office. It's a classic.
You can never go wrong with The Office. Anyway, back to the vulnerabilities, do you think we should schedule a time to start patching these issues?
Definitely. Let's coordinate with the other teams and set a date for when we can start the remediation process.
Sounds good to me. Thanks for your help, B.
No problem, A. Let's get to work.
Good morning, class. Let's start our lesson today with a fun question. What's your favorite movie?
Hi, sir. My favorite movie is The Lion King. I just love the music and the story is timeless.
That's a great pick, B. Have you seen the new live-action version?
Yeah, but I still prefer the original. What about you, sir? What's your favorite movie?
Oh, that's a tough one. I'm a big fan of The Princess Bride. It's funny, romantic, and has a great cast.
I've never seen that one before. Maybe I'll check it out this weekend.
You should, B. It's a classic. Now, let's get into our lesson for today. We'll be discussing the history of the English language.
Wow, that sounds interesting. I always wondered how English came to be.
Yes, it's a fascinating topic. English has evolved from a mix of many languages, including Latin, Greek, and Germanic. And did you know that English is the most spoken language in the world?
Really? I had no idea.
Yes, learning about the history of English can not only help you appreciate the language better, but it can also improve your communication skills.
I'll definitely keep that in mind, sir. Thanks for the great lesson today.
You're welcome. Don't forget to do your homework and come prepared for the next lesson.
I won't, sir. Have a great day.
You too. Class dismissed. Hi there. I heard we're brainstorming on how to design a robust server infrastructure for our upcoming game launch. Nice to meet you. I'm a software engineer.
Hello, I'm a DevOps engineer. Nice to meet you too. Let's put our heads together and come up with a plan.
Great idea. So, what's the player count we're expecting at peak hours?
We're projecting around 50,000 concurrent players.
Okay, I suggest we divide the workload into smaller microservices that can handle incoming traffic from users and distribute it evenly across servers.
That's a solid idea. We can also use load balancers to help distribute traffic while minimizing downtime.
Absolutely. And to ensure high availability and quick response times, we can use containerization and cloud technologies.
Good thinking. We should also consider automating the deployment process and monitoring the servers closely to ensure smooth operations.
Yes, and we can use various tools like Ansible, Puppet, and Chef to automate tasks and configurations.
Sounds like a plan. Let's also integrate the server setup with continuous integration and delivery principles to keep everything running smoothly.
Great idea. And lastly, I suggest we conduct load testing and simulate high-traffic situations to ensure our server infrastructure can handle the expected player count.
Definitely, load testing can help us identify bottlenecks and optimize our servers further. Thanks for the suggestions. I think we're on the right track.
No problem, happy to help. Let's get to work so we can launch our game without any hiccups. Hi there. Welcome to our design studio. How can I assist you today?
Hi. I'm looking for help designing a logo for my new business. Can you help me out?
Absolutely. We'd be happy to help. Can you give me some more information about your business and what you're looking for in a logo?
Sure. My business is a coffee shop and I want the logo to reflect that. Maybe with a coffee cup or something?
That sounds great. Do you have any specific colors in mind?
I was thinking maybe green or brown, but I'm open to suggestions.
Excellent. Would you like us to include any text in the logo, or just a simple coffee cup design?
I think just the coffee cup will do. I want it to be simple yet eye-catching.
Understandable. We'll get started on some draft designs and present them to you for your feedback. How does that sound?
Perfect. Thank you so much for your help.
You're welcome. We're happy to assist you with all your graphic design needs. Anything else we can help you with today?
No, that's all for now. Thanks again.
No problem at all. Have a great day, and we'll be in touch soon. Hey there, B. How's everything in the world of Warcraft treating you today?
I'm doing pretty well, thanks for asking. Just finished up a raid with my guildmates.
Nice. Got any loot to show off?
Unfortunately, no. RNG wasn't on my side this time.
Ah, the joys of random number generators. Speaking of loot, have you seen the new transmog options in the latest patch?
Yeah, there are some really cool pieces. I'm currently working on getting the full set of the new shaman gear.
Sounds like a fun challenge. I'm hoping to snag the new mounts that were added. Have you seen them?
Yeah, they look awesome. I'm not much of a mount collector myself, but I might have to make an exception for those.
Haha, I know the feeling. I swear, cosmetics are more addictive than actual gameplay sometimes.
Ain't that the truth? Speaking of cosmetics, have you seen the new dance emotes they added for each race?
Yes. I've been having so much fun trying them all out. Although I must admit, my orc looks a bit silly trying to do the night elf dance.
Hey, it's all about embracing your character's eccentricities. My gnome looks ridiculous doing any of the dances, but I love it all the same.
Haha, fair enough. It's all part of the fun. So, what are your plans for the rest of the day in Azeroth?
Just some dailies and maybe a few battlegrounds. You?
I'm thinking of trying out a new quest chain I saw on the forums. Might also hit up the auction house and do some shuffling.
Sounds like a solid plan. Alright, I'll catch you later. For the Horde!
Loktar Ogre. Good morning. I'm the wine expert assigned to lead today's wine tasting.
Hi there. I'm the tour guide for this group of wine enthusiasts. I'm excited to try some local wines and learn about the region.
We have a great selection today. We'll start with a cava, a sparkling wine from the Penedes region.
Oh, I love cava. Can you tell us more about how it's made?
Sure. Cava is made with the same method as champagne, but uses different grape varieties. It's aged in the bottle for at least 9 months.
Interesting. What's our next wine?
We have a white wine made with Xarel-lo, a local grape variety. It's fresh with citrus notes.
That sounds delicious. How long can this wine age for?
It's best consumed young, within 2 to 3 years.
What's our final wine for today?
We have a red wine made from the grape varieties Garnacha, Karenina, and Syrah. It has strong flavors of black fruit and spices.
Wow, that sounds bold. Can you recommend a good food pairing for it?
It pairs well with grilled meats or hearty stews.
Thank you for teaching us so much about the local wines. I can't wait to share this knowledge with my tour group.
It was my pleasure. Enjoy the rest of your stay in Barcelona. Hi there. I need to check the weight of my luggage before I check it in. Can you help me out?
Of course, I'd be happy to assist you. Just place your bags on the scale over here, and we'll see how much they weigh.
Great. I always overpack, so I hope they're not too heavy.
No worries, we've all been there. Let's take a look. It looks like these weigh about 45 pounds each.
Oh no. I didn't realize I had packed that much. Do I need to pay an extra fee now?
Actually, your ticket includes 2 pieces of luggage, so you're all set. You just need to make sure they're within the weight limit of 50 pounds each.
Phew, that's a relief. Thanks for letting me know. By the way, I love your accent. Where are you from?
Thank you. I'm actually from Australia. Have you ever been there?
I haven't, but I've always wanted to visit. What's your favorite thing about Australia?
That's a tough question. I love our beaches, our wildlife, and our laid-back culture. And of course, our coffee is pretty amazing too.
I've heard about Australian coffee. Apparently the flat white is really popular there. Have you tried it?
Yes, I drink flat whites all the time. It's basically a stronger latte with less milk, and it's become a staple of our coffee culture.
Sounds delicious. I'll definitely have to try one when I visit. Thanks for the tip.
You're welcome. Enjoy your flight, and have a great trip.
Hey, have you heard about ISO 27001?
Yeah, isn't that related to information security?
That's right. I'm wondering, do you know anything about the monitoring and auditing process?
Sure thing. It's a crucial part of maintaining compliance with ISO 27001 standards.
Can you explain it a bit more for me?
Of course. So, monitoring involves keeping track of security measures and identifying potential risks, while auditing involves verifying compliance with the established procedures.
That sounds pretty important. But how do you actually carry out the monitoring and auditing process?
There are a lot of different approaches, but typically it involves conducting regular reviews and assessments of your security measures and documenting any issues or areas that need improvement.
So it's all about being proactive rather than reactive.
Exactly, you don't want to wait until something goes wrong before you take action.
Do you have any tips for making the monitoring and auditing process as efficient as possible?
Well, using automated tools and software can help streamline the process, and making sure everyone on your team is on board with the importance of security measures can help too.
That makes sense. Speaking of the team, who is typically responsible for carrying out the monitoring and auditing process?
It depends on the size and structure of your organization, but usually there's a designated team or department responsible for information security.
Got it. Well, it sounds like there's a lot to keep track of when it comes to ISO 27001 compliance.
Definitely, but it's worth it to ensure the protection of your organization's sensitive information.
Hi, B. How are you today?
Hi, A. I'm doing pretty well, thanks. How about you?
I'm doing great. So, tell me, how has your English learning experience been so far?
It's been good, but I feel like I could use some improvement in my speaking skills.
That's understandable. Have you tried practicing with a language partner?
Yes, I have, but it's hard to find someone who has the same schedule as me.
I see. Well, have you tried practicing on your own or listening to English podcasts?
No, not really. Do you have any recommendations?
Sure, there are some great language learning apps you can try, like Duolingo or Babbel. And for podcasts, I recommend Stuff You Should Know and TED Talks Daily.
Thanks for the suggestions. I'll definitely check them out.
No problem. One more thing, have you tried setting goals for yourself?
Like what kind of goals?
Well, you can set short-term goals, like practicing vocabulary every day, and long-term goals, like taking the TOEFL or TOEIC exam.
Oh, I see. That makes sense.
It's important to have a plan and stick to it. Learning a language is a process, so don't get discouraged if it takes longer than you thought.
Thanks for the encouragement, eh? I'll try my best and see how it goes.
That's the spirit. Remember, practice makes perfect, and don't be afraid to make mistakes.
I'll keep that in mind. Thanks again, eh?
My pleasure, B. Let's touch base next week to see how your progress is going.
Sounds good. See you then.
Hi there. Nice to meet you. I'm a pastry chef, and I'll be making some delicious sweets to pair with your coffee creations today.
Hi, it's great to meet you too. I'm a coffee brewer who loves to experiment with different flavors and roasts. With your pastries and my coffee, we'll make quite the team.
Agreed. So, what kind of flavors are you working with today?
I have some Ethiopian and Colombian beans that I'm using for my pour-overs. The Ethiopian has a fruity and floral flavor, while the Colombian is more nutty with a chocolate finish.
Sounds delicious. For my pastries, I have some classic French croissants, a mixed berry tart, and my personal favorite chocolate eclairs.
Yum! I think I'll prepare a French press with the Ethiopian beans to pair with the mixed berry tart.
That's a great idea. And how about the chocolate eclairs? Maybe an espresso shot or a latte would work well?
I was thinking a latte with the Colombian beans would be perfect. It would complement the chocolate flavors in the pastry.
Perfect. I love how coffee and pastry can really bring out new and exciting flavors in each other.
Absolutely. And I think our customers will be very satisfied with our collaboration today.
Let's get to work then. I'll start by preparing the croissants and the berry tart, while you grind the beans and start brewing the coffee.
Sounds like a plan. This is going to be a delicious and productive afternoon in the coffee shop.
Hi there, B. So you're interested in learning database management, is that right?
Yes, that's correct. I'm actually a computer science student, and I want to polish my skills in this area.
Great. That's a valuable skill to have in today's job market. So first things first, have you learned about SQL yet?
Yes, I have some knowledge on SQL, but I'm not very confident in using it.
All right, no problem. You'll need a solid understanding of SQL since it's the standard language for interacting with databases. I suggest practicing basic SQL queries and commands first.
That makes sense. Are there any online resources you recommend for learning SQL?
Of course. You can try Code Academy, W3 Schools, or Khan Academy. They all provide free online SQL courses. Additionally, you can try practicing on a free database platform like MySQL or PostgreSQL.
Sounds good. What's next after learning SQL?
After that, you can study concepts such as normalization, indexing, and schema design. You'll also need to learn about different database management systems like Oracle, Microsoft SQL Server, and MongoDB.
It seems like there's a lot to cover. Do you have any tips on how to stay motivated throughout the learning process?
Absolutely. Try setting realistic goals for yourself and track your progress. You can also find a study group or mentor to help you stay accountable and motivated. And most importantly, don't forget to take breaks and have fun.
Thanks for the advice, A. This is going to be a fun journey, and I'm excited to learn more about database management.
Anytime, B. Best of luck in your studies, and don't hesitate to reach out if you have any more questions. Hey B, how are you doing today?
I'm doing pretty well, thanks for asking, A. How about you?
Can't complain. So, we were tasked with discussing how to protect sensitive financial data and transactions in our institution. Any ideas?
Yes, there are actually several key things we can do. Firstly, we need to encrypt all data transmissions between financial systems and ensure that our servers are adequately protected against cyber attacks.
That sounds good, but what about any insider threats?
Yes. That's where access control comes in. We need to have strict access policies and procedures in place for employees who handle sensitive data.
Okay, that makes sense. But how can we guarantee that we aren't unknowingly granting access privileges to the wrong people?
By conducting thorough background checks on any staff who will have access to sensitive information. And we can also implement a system to monitor their activity and detect any suspicious behavior.
Interesting. And how do we ensure that our policies remain up to date and compliant with regulations?
by conducting regular audits and undergoing external assessments from specialized organizations.
This is all starting to sound very complicated. Are there any easy solutions?
Unfortunately, not really. Protecting sensitive financial data is a complex and ongoing process. But by following these steps, we can minimize our risk of a costly breach.
Gotcha. Well, it seems like we have a lot of work to do. Thanks for sharing your expertise with me, B.
No problem, A. It's always a pleasure discussing security with a fellow professional.
Indeed. And if we ever need any help or guidance, we can always turn to our trusted partners in the industry.
Absolutely. Collaboration is key in this field.
Couldn't agree more. Well, let's get to work then.
Agreed, let's do it.
Hi there. How long have you been a taxi driver in Bangkok?
Hi. I've been driving a taxi for over 10 years now. Do you like this city?
Yeah, I love Bangkok. The food is amazing and the people are friendly.
I'm glad to hear that. Have you tried the mango sticky rice yet? It's a must-try.
Yes, I have. It's one of my favorites. Do you have a favorite street food?
Oh, yes. I love pad thai, especially the one served on the street. Have you tried it yet?
Yes, I have. It's amazing how delicious street food can be. What's your favorite place to take tourists?
Wat Phra Kaew and the Grand Palace are a must-see for first-time visitors. What about you?
I agree with you. I'd also recommend visiting the Chatuchak Weekend Market if they have time.
Yes, that's a great place to shop for souvenirs. What's your plan for today?
I'm planning to visit the Wat Arun Temple and the Jim Thompson House. What about you?
I'm going to meet some friends for a football match later. Do you like football?
Yes, I do. Which team are you rooting for?
I'm a huge Manchester United fan. How about you?
I'm a Liverpool fan, so we're rivals. But that's all right, let's enjoy the game. Hi, I'm a software engineer. Nice to meet you.
Hey there, I'm an AI engineer. Great to meet you too.
So, do you have any ideas on how we can use AI to improve production quality and efficiency in this manufacturing company?
Yeah, I think we can implement machine learning algorithms to analyze product data and predict any issues before they occur.
Oh, that's a great idea. It will save a lot of time and reduce the number of faulty products.
Exactly, and we can also use computer vision to perform visual inspections of products, ensuring that they meet quality standards.
I see. That would ensure that every product is checked properly, which could increase customer satisfaction.
Yes, and we can use AI to optimize the supply chain with predictive analytics to streamline material procurement and distribution.
Wow, that's a very innovative approach. It will not only improve production efficiency but also cost optimization.
Yes, and we can also use chatbots to handle customer complaints, which will save a lot of time and resources for the customer service department.
That's a great idea. The chatbot will be available 24/7, making customer support more accessible.
Absolutely, and we should also keep in mind the workers on the floor. We can design algorithms to monitor employee performance, identifying areas for improvement and provide training if needed.
Agreed. This will improve employee engagement and also help them recognize their strengths and weaknesses.
Glad you think so. I'm excited about implementing all these AI solutions.
Same here. We can revolutionize the manufacturing process with these technologies.
Definitely. Let's get started.
Hello, B. It's great to have you here at our law firm. I'm curious, what led you to become a software engineer?
Thanks for having me, hey. I've always been fascinated by technology and how it can solve problems in our daily lives. That's what drew me to software engineering.
That's really interesting. As a patent lawyer, I help companies protect their intellectual property, including patents. Do you have any experience with patent protection?
Yes, I do. I've worked on several projects where we had to protect our software patents. It's crucial for software engineers to understand the importance of intellectual property protection.
Absolutely. The value of a software product lies in its functionality and design, which is what makes it unique. Without patent protection, it's vulnerable to being copied by competitors.
Yes, exactly. And it's not just patents. Copyrights and trademarks are also important to protect the identity and branding of a company.
That's absolutely right. And it's interesting to see how technology has changed the landscape of intellectual property. There are new challenges and opportunities that did not exist before.
Yes, that's true. There are constantly new technologies and advancements, which means new opportunities for innovation, but also more challenges for protecting intellectual property.
It's an exciting time to be in this field. And as a software engineer, you play a crucial role in creating the innovative products that require patent protection.
Thank you, A. It's been great to learn more about the legal side of protecting intellectual property. I appreciate the work that you and other patent lawyers do to help companies safeguard their ideas.
You're welcome, B. It's always a pleasure to work with innovative and creative professionals like you. Hey B, have you heard of ISO 27001 data classification?
Yeah, it's a system used to classify data based on its sensitivity and importance, right?
That's right. And did you know that it can greatly benefit companies in terms of data security?
I can imagine. But how do they determine the sensitivity of the data?
Well, they consider factors like the potential impact of a security breach, the level of confidentiality required, and the legal requirements.
Ah, makes sense. So, what are the different levels of classification?
There's public, internal use only, confidential, and top secret. Each level has different security measures in place.
Interesting. I guess companies would have to invest in a lot of technology and personnel to make sure they're meeting the requirements.
Definitely. But it's worth it to protect valuable data and prevent any security breaches.
Speaking of which, did you hear about that company that got hacked last week? They lost a bunch of sensitive information.
Yeah, I did. That's why it's so important to have proper security measures in place. ISO 27001 can help prevent those kinds of incidents.
Absolutely. It's better to be safe than sorry.
Exactly. And with the increase in remote work due to the pandemic, data security is more important than ever.
Oh yeah, I didn't even think about that. Companies need to make sure their employees are following proper security protocols when working from home.
That's right. And using ISO 27001 can help ensure that those protocols are in place and being followed.
Well, I'm definitely going to look into it more. Thanks for the info, A.
No problem, B. Always happy to geek out about data security with you. Hey B, what's up? Working on any new games lately?
Hey, A. Actually, yes, we're in the middle of creating a new puzzle game. It's going to be different from anything we've done before.
Really? That sounds exciting. Can you give me any hints about what the game is going to be like?
Let me see. It's going to involve rotating blocks to create a path for a character to follow. It's a bit like a maze, but with three-dimensional elements.
Wow, that sounds pretty challenging. Are you designing it for casual players or more experienced gamers?
We're aiming for a middle ground, really. We want it to be accessible to anyone who enjoys puzzle games, but with enough depth and complexity to keep more serious players engaged.
Well, I'm definitely curious to try it out. Do you have any special features or power-ups planned?
Yes, actually. We're going to have a rewind feature that lets players undo their last few moves, as well as some special blocks that can change the properties of the other blocks around them.
Cool. I can already tell this is going to be addictive. When do you think it'll be available to play?
We're hoping to release it in a few months, but we want to make sure it's as polished and bug-free as possible before we put it out there.
That's understandable. Speaking of bugs, have you had any really weird glitches or problems during development?
Oh, plenty. I once accidentally made all the characters in the game shrink down to the size of ants. It was pretty hilarious, but also a huge pain to fix.
Haha, I can imagine. Well, thanks for giving me a sneak peek of the new game. I can't wait to give it a try. Good morning, B. It's great to see you on the site today.
Good morning, A. I'm excited to see the progress on the building.
Yes, we've made quite a bit of progress since our last meeting. What are your thoughts on the current design?
I think it's looking fantastic. I really love the use of natural light and the green space that you've incorporated into the design.
Thank you, I'm glad you like it. Have you had a chance to review the updated cost estimates and timelines?
I have, and I must say I was pleasantly surprised. It's great to see that we can stay within budget and still achieve our desired outcome.
That's excellent news. Speaking of outcomes, have you considered any potential names for the building once it's completed?
I have actually. I was thinking of naming it after my grandfather, who was a big supporter of the arts.
That's a lovely idea. And what about the opening event? Do you have any particular theme in mind?
I was thinking of doing something fun and unique like a rooftop garden party. What do you think?
I think that's a great idea. It's always exciting to see the completed project in use, and a rooftop party would be a fantastic way to showcase the building and the view.
Agreed. It's important to celebrate the hard work we've put into this project.
Absolutely. I'm looking forward to seeing the building come to life and sharing the final product with everyone.
Same here. Thanks for all your hard work on this, A.
No problem, B. It's been a pleasure working with you. Let's continue to make this project something we can both be proud of. The animals here at the Asahima Zoo are amazing to photograph, don't you think?
Absolutely. I love introducing visitors to this place, especially since it's dedicated to animal conservation.
That's fantastic. What kinds of conservation efforts do they have in place here?
Well, for starters, they have natural habitats designed to mimic the animals' native environments. And they also have breeding programs for endangered species.
That's great to hear. I always appreciate institutions that prioritize animal welfare.
Yes, they even put on informative zookeeper talks so that visitors can learn about the animals and what we can do to protect them.
That's really cool. Which animals have been your favorite to photograph so far?
I love taking pictures of the polar bears. They're so majestic in the snow.
I agree, especially with the Hokkaido winter backdrop. Have you tried shooting the penguins?
Yes, they're also a favorite of mine. Did you know that they have a swimming pool that simulates the ocean for them to swim in?
Really? That's amazing. This place seems to put a lot of thought and care into their animal care.
Absolutely, it's definitely one of the best zoos I've been to. So, where else are you planning to go for your photography trip?
I'm thinking of heading to the Otaru Canal to capture some winter scenes. Want to come along?
That sounds like a great idea. I'll have to bring my camera along too.
Hey B, have you heard of ISO 27001 incident response?
Yeah, I have. It's a standard for managing security incidents, right?
You got it. Do you know anything about it?
I know a bit. It involves identifying, assessing, and responding to security incidents.
Exactly. And it helps organizations to protect their information assets.
That's important. So, what else do you know about this standard?
Well, it also includes procedures for reporting and communicating incidents, as well as learning from them to prevent future incidents.
Sounds like a pretty comprehensive standard. Do you think it's necessary for all organizations to implement it?
Definitely. It's becoming increasingly important as cyber threats continue to evolve.
I agree. And it can also help organizations to comply with regulatory requirements.
Absolutely. It's a great way to demonstrate commitment to security.
Do you know of any organizations that have implemented this standard?
Yes, many large organizations have implemented it, including IBM, Microsoft, and even government agencies.
Wow, impressive. I guess it's becoming more common these days.
Yes, especially with the rise of cyber attacks and data breaches.
Yeah, it's sad to see how vulnerable organizations can be to those attacks.
That's why it's important for everyone to stay informed and take action to protect themselves.
Agreed. Well, thanks for the chat and the valuable information, A.
No problem, B. Always happy to talk about security. Hey B, have you heard about ISO 27001 security policy?
Yeah, I have. It's the standard for information security management systems, right?
That's correct. Are you familiar with the policies within ISO 27001?
Not really, I only know the basic concepts.
Well, let me give you a quick overview. ISO 27001 includes policies for access control, risk management, and incident management.
Okay, so how do companies implement these policies?
They usually establish a security management team to identify risks and implement controls. Have you ever been part of such a team?
No, I haven't. Sounds interesting though.
It is. And it's also becoming more important with the rise of cyber attacks. Do you know any recent examples?
Yeah, last year there was a major cyber attack on a popular social media platform.
Exactly. That's why companies need to take information security seriously. Have you ever considered getting certified in ISO 27001?
I haven't, but it might be worth looking into. Is it difficult to prepare for the certification?
It's challenging, but definitely doable. There are plenty of resources available, including training courses and practice exams.
That's good to know. Thanks for sharing, A.
No problem, B, anytime. Let me know if you have any other questions. Good morning. I'd like to check out and settle my bill, please.
Morning. Sure thing. Did you enjoy your stay with us, sir?
Yes, I did. The room was cozy and the staff were all friendly and attentive.
That's great to hear. Can I confirm if you used any of our additional services like the minibar or laundry service?
No, I didn't actually. I just had breakfast at the hotel restaurant.
Okay, I'll just double-check your bill to make sure everything is in order. By the way, did you try our signature dish, the hotel burger?
No, I didn't, but it sounds delicious. Maybe next time.
Definitely. We also have a special room service menu with some exclusive items.
That sounds tempting, but I'm trying to watch my budget this time. Maybe on a special occasion.
Of course, sir. Your total bill comes to $250. Will you be paying cash or by card?
I'll be paying by my credit card, please.
All right. Thank you very much for choosing our hotel. We hope to see you again soon.
Thank you for your hospitality. I had a great stay.
It was our pleasure. Have a safe journey home.
Hey there, how are you enjoying the game so far? Well, I've always loved tabletop games, and I thought it would be fun to create my own. No, I wish. I worked with a great artist to bring my ideas to life. I have, but I'm a bit nervous about it. I want to make sure it's perfect before I do that. Thank you, that means a lot to me. Do you guys have any suggestions for improvements? Great ideas, I'll definitely take note of those. Thanks for the feedback. Sure, I'd love to. It's always interesting to see how other people approach the game. Hey B, have you seen the new iPhone app we're working on? It's amazing.
Yes, I have. It looks fantastic, but there are still some bugs we need to squash.
Tell me about it. It's like every time we fix one bug, two more appear out of nowhere.
Ah, the joy of software development. But at least we're not dealing with hardware issues.
True, that would be a nightmare. So, have you come up with any creative solutions for the bugs we're facing?
I think I have a few ideas. Maybe we can try to implement some unit testing to catch those pesky bugs.
That sounds like a great idea. We should also make sure to document our code properly, just in case we need to revisit it later.
Agreed. And speaking of revisiting, have you seen the latest episode of that show we were talking about last week?
No, I haven't had a chance to catch up on it yet. Is it as good as everyone's saying?
Definitely. You need to watch it ASAP. But maybe not while we're in the middle of debugging this app.
Haha, good point. I guess we should stay focused for now. By the way, do you want to grab some coffee later and take a break from coding?
Sounds like a plan. And who knows, maybe while we're taking a break, we'll come up with a solution for that stubborn bug we've been dealing with.
Excuse me, I need to exchange the shirt for a different size.
Of course, what size are you looking for?
I need a medium instead of a small.
All right, let me grab that for you. Do you need any help finding anything else?
Actually, now that you mention it, I'm in the market for some new pants. Do you have any recommendations?
Well, our newest arrival is a slim-fit khaki that's been really popular. Want me to show you?
Sure, let's give it a try. Do you have a fitting room available?
Absolutely, right this way. How does the shirt fit, by the way?
It's a little tight around the arms, but the rest is good.
Got it. How about the pants? Do they fit well?
They're perfect. I love the slim fit style.
Great to hear that. Will you be purchasing both today?
Yes, I definitely want to take these home.
Awesome. Would you like me to ring that up for you at the front?
Yes, please. Thanks for your help.
No problem at all. Have a great day.
Good morning, B. How's everything going on today?
Good morning, A. Everything is going fine, thank you for asking. How about you?
Everything is good as well. So, let's get down to business. How do we plan to tackle our sales projections for the next quarter?
Well, I was thinking of targeting a specific demographic and using a more personalized approach.
That sounds like a great idea. Which demographic were you thinking of targeting?
I think we should focus on the young professionals market. They seem to be the most responsive to our product.
Great, I agree. We can use social media platforms to reach out to them and showcase the benefits of our products.
Definitely. We can also offer some value-added services to make our products more appealing.
Like what?
Well, maybe we can offer free training sessions to our customers or even discounts for referrals.
Those are great ideas. I'm sure they will appreciate it. Let's put these strategies into action and track our progress.
Sounds like a plan, eh? Let's crush it this quarter.
Yes, let's do it. Thanks, B. Hey, have you tried the bumper cars yet?
Not yet. How was it?
It was insane. I felt like a kid again.
Sounds fun. Did you crash into anyone?
Yes, I did. I accidentally hit this kid's car, and he just laughed it off.
Haha, kids never take things too seriously.
Have you ever been in a bumper car before?
Yeah, a few years ago. I remember it being pretty intense.
That's definitely one way to describe it. I had a blast.
I think I'll have to give it a go then.
You totally should. Just make sure to buckle up.
Will do. Thanks for the recommendation.
No problem. Any other rides you want to try out while we're here?
Maybe the roller coaster. How about you?
I'm up for anything. Let's go check it out.
Great, let's go.
And don't forget to hold on to your hat.
Laughs, will do.
Good evening, sir. Welcome to our restaurant. How may I assist you today?
Hi there. Thank you. I'm pretty hungry, so what do you suggest?
Our specialty today is grilled salmon with lemon butter sauce or a succulent beef fillet, which is also popular. But if you're feeling adventurous, we also have a spicy shrimp pasta that we highly recommend.
That all sounds really delicious. I'm thinking about the grilled salmon. Does it come with any sides?
Yes, sir. You can choose 2 sides from our selection, which includes roasted vegetables, mashed potatoes, Caesar salad, and French fries.
Great, I'll have the roasted vegetables and mashed potatoes. And what do you recommend for drinks?
For something refreshing, I suggest our signature lemonade or our iced tea. We also have a wide selection of wine and beer if you prefer.
I'll go with the lemonade, please.
Sure thing, sir. And do you have any food allergies or dietary restrictions we should be aware of?
No, I don't have any. Thank you for asking though.
Absolutely. Your order will be coming up shortly. In the meantime, can I get you any appetizers or desserts?
Maybe just a small Caesar salad for starters. And can you tell me about your dessert options?
Of course. Our most popular desserts are the chocolate lava cake and the creme brulee. We also have a freshly baked apple pie and a cheesecake topped with fresh berries.
Those all sound amazing too. I think I'll try the creme brulee.
Excellent choice, sir. Your Caesar salad and grilled salmon with roasted vegetables and mashed potatoes and a side of lemon butter sauce are coming right up. Can I assist you with anything else in the meantime?
No, that's all for now. Thank you so much for your help.
My pleasure, sir. Enjoy your meal. Hi everyone, welcome to the Wildlife Conservation Area. My name is Jane and I'll be your guide today.
Hi Jane, it's great to be here. What kind of animals can we expect to see on this tour?
Well, we have a wide variety of wildlife here, including moose, elk, deer, bison, and even bears.
That sounds amazing. Have you had any interesting encounters with these animals before?
Yes, I have. One time I was out checking on a group of elk and accidentally stumbled upon a male during mating season. He was quite agitated and started to charge, so I had to quickly retreat.
Wow, that must have been scary. Do you have any advice for us in case we encounter any dangerous animals?
Definitely. The most important thing is to stay calm and remember to back away slowly. Never run or make sudden movements.
Good to know. What steps is the conservation area taking to protect the wildlife here?
We have a number of measures in place, such as limiting hunting and enforcing strict rules on camping and hiking. Plus, we work closely with researchers to better understand the needs of the animals.
It's great to see such dedication to protecting the environment. What can we do to support these efforts?
There are a number of ways to get involved, from volunteering to supporting local conservation organizations. Even just spreading the word about the importance of protecting wildlife can make a difference.
Thanks for the great tips, Jane. We're excited to see some amazing animals and learn more about conservation efforts in the area.
My pleasure. Let's get started on our tour and see what we can discover. Hey B, have you ever had pasta with meatballs before?
Of course. It's one of my favorite dishes. How do you like yours?
Honestly, I love it all. Spaghetti, rigatoni, penne, you name it, I'll eat it. How about you?
Same here, although I think fusilli is my favorite. There's something about the way the sauce clings to the spirals that just hits the spot.
I totally get that. Have you ever tried making your own sauce?
Yeah, it's actually pretty easy once you get the hang of it. I like to use San Marzano tomatoes and add a bit of red pepper flakes for some kick.
That sounds amazing. I haven't had homemade sauce in forever.
You should come over sometime, and we can make a big batch together. It's definitely more fun with more hands in the kitchen.
That sounds like a blast. I'll even bring some garlic bread to go with it.
Perfect. I'll handle dessert. How do you feel about tiramisu?
Are you kidding me? Tiramisu is like the king of desserts. Count me in.
It's a done deal then. Pasta, garlic bread, and tiramisu, our own little Italian feast.
I can hardly wait. Let's plan on it for next weekend.
Sounds like a plan to me. I'll text you with the details.
Hi there. Welcome to the Sydney Opera House tour. My name is Sarah, and I'll be your guide for today. Is everyone excited for the tour?
Yes, we're really excited to see this iconic landmark. It's been on our bucket list for a while now.
Great to hear that. Well, let's start the tour then. Did you know that the Sydney Opera House was designed by a Danish architect, Bjørn Utzon?
No, I didn't know that. I thought it was designed by an Australian architect.
Bjørn Utzon won the competition to design the Opera House in 1957, and it took over 14 years to build it.
That's impressive. So, what's the largest auditorium in the Opera House?
The largest auditorium is the concert hall, which holds about 2,700 people. It has a stunning organ that has over 10,000 pipes.
Wow, that's huge. How about the smaller auditoriums?
There are two smaller auditoriums. The Opera Theatre is a horseshoe-shaped theatre that seats around 1,500 people, and the Drama Theatre seats about 500 people.
I'm excited to see them all. By the way, what's the best time to visit the Opera House?
I'd say the best time to visit is during the Vivid Sydney Festival, which happens every year in May and June. It's a spectacular light and sound show that transforms the Opera House and the surrounding harbour.
That sounds amazing. We'll definitely come back for that.
I highly recommend it. And we've come to the end of the tour. Thank you for joining us, and I hope you enjoyed it.
Thank you so much, Sarah. We really enjoyed the tour and learned a lot about the Opera House.
You're very welcome. Enjoy the rest of your stay in Sydney. Hi there. I'm looking to build a computer for data analysis. Can you help me find the right parts?
Absolutely. Let's start with the basics. What kind of processor are you looking for?
I was thinking a quad-core Intel i7. Would that be sufficient?
Definitely. That's perfect for data analysis. How about the RAM?
I was thinking 16 gigabytes, but would you recommend more?
16 gigabytes is sufficient, but if you're dealing with large datasets, it wouldn't hurt to bump it up to 32 gigabytes.
That's a good point. And what about storage?
A solid-state drive would be best for speed and efficiency. How much storage would you need?
500 gigabytes should be enough for my purposes.
Great. That should be everything you need for the core components. Let's move on to the graphics card.
Do I require a high-end graphics card for data analysis?
Not necessarily. A mid-range card like a GeForce GTX 1050 should be sufficient.
Okay, sounds good. And what about the power supply?
For this setup, a 750W power supply will suffice.
Thank you for all your help, B. This has been a great first step in building my new computer.
Always happy to help. Don't hesitate to ask if you have any other questions or concerns.
I won't. Thanks again.
No problem. Have a great day.
Hi there, I'm a travel consultant and I have a family visiting Melbourne. They need a car to tour the city. Could you help me recommend something suitable?
Sure, we have a range of cars to choose from. What type of car are they looking for?
They have 3 kids with them, so something spacious enough to accommodate them and their luggage would be great.
I would recommend our SUVs. The Mitsubishi Outlander or the Nissan X-Trail are both good options. They're spacious, comfortable, and easy to drive.
Great. Do they come with GPS navigation?
Yes, all our cars come with a built-in GPS navigation system to help them explore the city.
That's perfect. Can you also recommend some scenic routes for them to see the city's attractions?
Sure. They could take the Great Ocean Road, which is known for its beautiful coastline and rock formations. Another option is the Yarra Valley wine region, which has some great wineries to visit.
Those both sound like great options. How about something closer to the city?
They could take the coastal drive from Street Kilda to Brighton Beach. They'll get to see some beautiful beaches and iconic landmarks like Semaphore Tower.
That sounds perfect. Thank you for your help. I will definitely recommend your company to my clients. Hello everyone, this is your captain speaking. We're about to take off for our next mission. Buckle up and let's get ready to soar.
Roger that, Captain. We've got everything under control here in the cabin. Just let us know if you need anything.
Thanks, I appreciate it. So, how do you guys manage to stay alert during long-haul flights?
Well, we make sure to walk around and stretch our legs as much as possible. And of course, caffeine is our best friend.
Haha, I can definitely relate to that. Coffee is the only thing that keeps me going on these late-night missions.
Speaking of late-night missions, have you ever seen any strange things in the sky while flying at night?
Actually, yes. One time, I saw what looked like a UFO. But it turned out to be just a military drone.
Wow, that must have been quite a sight. I've never seen anything like that in my years of flying.
Well, just keep your eyes peeled. You never know what you might spot up here in the friendly skies.
Hey, Captain, do you have any advice for someone who wants to become a pilot like you?
My best advice would be to never give up on your dreams, no matter how difficult they may seem. Also, get as much experience as you can by volunteering at airports and getting your private pilot's license.
Thanks for the advice, Captain. We'll make sure to pass it on to any aspiring pilots we know.
It was my pleasure. All right, everyone, we're approaching our destination. Please prepare for landing and thank you for flying with us today.
Thank you, Captain. It was a smooth ride as always. We'll see you on the next mission.
Hi there, I'm a back-end engineer. You must be the security expert.
Yes, that's correct. Protecting financial data is a top priority.
Definitely, any kind of data breach can be devastating for both the client and the organization.
I agree. We need to ensure that the data is encrypted, secure, and only accessed by authorized personnel.
That's where my expertise comes in. We need to make sure that the programs and systems have secure access protocols.
Right, and we also need to implement layers of security measures to prevent any sort of cyber attacks.
Absolutely, we could even have multi-factor authentication, firewalls, and intrusion detection systems.
And monitoring systems can help us detect any suspicious activities that might put the data at risk.
Yes, I understand. We should also prepare for worst-case scenarios such as hacking or system failure.
Exactly, backup and recovery plans should be in place. I think we have a good plan to ensure complete security of our financial data.
Yes, it's been great working with you. Let's have coffee sometime and discuss more about how we can make our organization more secure.
Sounds like a plan. You're a pretty good back-end engineer.
Oh, thank you. And you're a very impressive security expert. Hi there, welcome to our restaurant. What can I serve you today? Absolutely. We take pride in using only the freshest ingredients for our sashimi. And don't worry, our beers are ice cold and perfect for a hot day.
Smiling, that's right. Our Japanese beer is very popular, especially when paired with our fresh sashimi.
Great, we'll start with some tuna, salmon, and yellowtail sashimi. Our fish is flown in from Japan twice a week, so you can really taste the difference.
Right, and our chefs are trained in the traditional Japanese way, so you can expect the dishes to be authentic as well.
Smiling, it takes years of practice and dedication. And even after that, we're always learning and trying to improve. But hey, it's worth it when you see the reactions of satisfied customers.
Nodding, absolutely. And we're always happy to share our knowledge with anyone who's interested.
Smiling, that's our goal, to bring a little bit of Japan to Taiwan. Now, let's get your sashimi and beers to your table, shall we? Hello, B. It's great to see you again. How have you been?
Hi, A. I'm good, thanks. How about you? You look busy as always.
Yeah, it's been a hectic week. But I'm excited to talk about your project. Have you had a chance to go over my designs?
Yes, I did. They look great, but I have a few minor changes I want to suggest.
Sure thing. I'm always open to feedback. What kind of changes are you thinking?
Well, for starters, I think the color scheme needs a bit more pizzazz. Maybe we could add some bright oranges and yellows.
I like where your head's at. Brightening up the color scheme sounds like a fun challenge.
And for the font, I was thinking something playful, like a handwritten style.
Great idea. I'll play around with some different fonts and see what we can come up with.
Awesome, I'm excited to see what you come up with. Oh, and do you want to grab a snack or beverage while we look over the designs?
Sure, that sounds like a great idea. How about we get some iced tea and a plate of pastries to share?
Perfect. I know this cafe has some amazing blueberry scones.
Yum. That sounds like the perfect accompaniment to our design brainstorm. Let's go order some treats.
Sounds like a plan. This project is going to be so much fun with you as my designer. Thanks for being so open to my ideas.
Of course. Collaborating with my clients is the best part of my job. Let's make this project something truly special. Hey B, have you heard of using machine learning to predict disease risk?
Of course, that's my area of expertise.
Great. We're trying to apply it here at this medical research institute. Any ideas?
First, we'll need a lot of data on the patients and their medical history.
Okay, but how do we make sure the algorithm is accurate?
We'll need to use a variety of machine learning models and compare their outcomes.
What about the issue of privacy concerns with collecting patient data?
That's a good point. We'll need to get consent from the patients and make sure their data is secure.
Makes sense. How do we ensure our algorithm is able to identify all the contributing factors to disease risk?
We can use feature engineering to carefully select the most relevant data for our model.
I see. But what about cases where there are unusual symptoms or factors we may not have considered?
We can constantly update our model and fine-tune it to incorporate new data and factors as they arise.
That sounds like a lot of work. How can we make sure it's worth it?
If our model is successful, it could revolutionize the way we approach disease prevention and treatment.
You're right. What do you think are the biggest challenges we'll face in implementing this model?
Ensuring the model isn't biased, making sure the data is accurate, and making sure it's easily interpretable for doctors and patients alike.
Right, those are definitely important issues to consider. What do you think the future of machine learning in medicine looks like?
I think it has the potential to transform the way we approach healthcare, but we'll need to work hard to address these challenges and make sure it's used for good.
I couldn't agree more. Thanks for your insights, B.
Anytime, A. This is an exciting project and I can't wait to see where it goes.
Hi B, thank you for taking the time to meet with me today.
No problem, A. How's the writing coming along?
It's been a bit of a struggle, to be honest. I'm having trouble with the ending.
Endings are always tricky. Have you considered killing off one of the characters?
Laughs, I don't think I want to traumatize my readers that much.
Fair point. Are you trying to tie up all the loose ends or leave some things open for interpretation?
A little of both, I think. I want readers to be satisfied with the resolution, but also feel like they can imagine what happens next for the characters.
That sounds like a good balance. Speaking of imagining things, have you ever considered writing a mystery novel?
Oh, believe me, I've tried. But I can never seem to come up with a surprising twist ending.
Smirks, well, as long as you don't make the butler the killer, you'll be fine.
Laughs, noted. Thanks for the advice, B.
Anytime, A. And remember, if all else.
Hi there. Welcome to the gym. How may I assist you today?
Hi, I'm a student and I'm looking to improve my fitness levels.
Great to hear that. We have a range of cardio equipment that can help you with that. Have you used any of them before?
Yes, I've used the treadmill and the elliptical before.
Perfect. Let's start with a quick warm-up on the treadmill, and then we can move on to the elliptical.
Sounds good. Do you have any tips for using the machines?
Absolutely. Make sure to keep your posture straight and your movements smooth to avoid any strain on your joints. And don't forget to stay hydrated.
Got it. Do you have any favorite workout routines that you recommend?
I personally love doing high-intensity interval training workouts. It's a great way to get your heart rate up and burn more calories.
That sounds like a challenge, but I'm up for it.
That's the spirit. We'll start off easy and work our way up gradually. Remember to listen to your body and take breaks when you need to.
Thanks for the advice. I'm excited to get started.
Let's do it. But first, let me make sure you have your water bottle and towel ready. Can't have you getting dehydrated or sweating too much all over the machines.
Haha, duly noted. Thanks for looking out for me.
No problem, it's all part of the job. Now let's get moving and work up a sweat together. Hey B, have you heard about the new software engineer that has been hired for our factory?
Yeah, I heard about it. It's always exciting to have someone new on board.
Definitely. But do you think we might need a robot engineer as well?
Well, I think we can't go wrong with a robot engineer. They can help us improve our manufacturing process by creating robots for specific tasks.
I totally agree. Imagine having robots that have sensors to detect defects in products or robots that can seal packaging with high accuracy.
That would be amazing. We can even have robots for loading and unloading goods from trucks.
And robots can work non-stop, 24/7. That would save us a lot of time and money.
Yes, not to mention improved safety for workers. Robots can do dangerous or repetitive tasks, leaving the personnel to focus on more complex tasks.
We could even create a machine that can optimize the manufacturing process by analyzing data and improving inefficiencies in real time.
That's a great idea. We might need to hire a data analyst to help us with that.
It's good to know we are on the same page, B. I can't wait to see how robots will revolutionize our manufacturing process.
Me too, A. Let's continue brainstorming and come up with even more brilliant ideas.
Hello there, B. Welcome to our design studio. What brings you in today?
Hi, A. I'm here to discuss a design project with you. I need a creative logo for my new business.
Great, that's right up our alley. Can you tell me a little more about your business and what you envision for your logo?
Sure. My business is a pet grooming service, and I want the logo to have a playful and fun vibe to it. Maybe incorporate a paw print or a cartoon dog.
I love it. We can definitely make that work. Have you thought about color schemes at all?
I was thinking bright and playful, maybe with some blue and green tones.
Perfect. And what's your timeline for this project?
Ideally, I would like to have the logo by the end of the month. Is that doable?
Absolutely. We'll work hard to get it to you by then. Is there anything else you had in mind for the design?
No, just something cute and eye-catching. I trust your expertise on this one.
We won't disappoint. Before we wrap up, do you have any questions for me or anything you'd like to add?
No, that's it for now. Thank you so much for your help, A. I can't wait to see the final product.
It was my pleasure, B. We're excited to work with you on this project. We'll be in touch soon with some logo design options. Have a great day. Hi there, I'm Dr. A. Nice to meet you. Are you here to volunteer?
Yes, hi. I'm B, and I'm excited to help out with the animals here.
Great. We always need an extra pair of hands. What kind of experience do you have with animals?
I grew up with cats and dogs, so I have a lot of experience with them. But I'm also eager to learn about other animals, like rabbits and birds.
That's fantastic. Today, we need to give this pup a checkup. Are you ready?
Absolutely. I'm ready for anything.
This little guy is about 6 months old. He's had all his shots, but we want to make sure he's healthy and happy.
Sounds good. Let's take a look.
Well, everything seems to be perfect here. His coat is shiny, his teeth are clean, and he's at a healthy weight.
Great to hear. Is there anything else we can do for him?
Actually, he needs a little exercise. Do you want to take him for a walk around the yard?
Yes, definitely. Come on, little guy. Let's get moving.
Looks like you two are hitting it off. Thanks for your help today, B.
No problem, Dr. A. It's been so rewarding to help these animals in need. I'll definitely be back to volunteer again.
Hi there. I'm excited to discuss how we can use machine learning in the insurance industry.
Me too. As a machine learning engineer, I'm always looking for new opportunities to employ my skills.
Great. So, I want to start by asking how exactly machine learning can improve the insurance claim process?
Well, there are lots of ways, actually. One is by automating the claims process and reducing the need for human intervention.
That makes sense. Do you see any potential drawbacks to this approach?
Not really. In fact, when done right, it can actually lead to faster payouts and improved customer service.
That's definitely a plus. What about detecting fraud? Can machine learning help with that?
Absolutely. By analyzing claims data, machine learning algorithms can identify fraudulent claims and alert investigators in real time.
That's impressive. What kind of data do you think we would need to collect for this to work?
We would need a lot of historical claims data, as well as any relevant personal information like age, occupation, and location.
And what about privacy concerns? How could we ensure that we're not misusing or mishandling this sensitive information?
That's a valid concern. We would need to comply with all relevant regulations and ensure that our algorithms are secure and ethically responsible.
Makes sense. Do you see any challenges with getting buy-in from insurance companies to adopt this technology?
Definitely. Change is always tough, and some may be hesitant to invest in new technologies. But ultimately, the benefits can far outweigh the risks.
That's true. What else do you think we should consider in terms of implementation?
It's important to start small and test our algorithms thoroughly before scaling up. We should also involve all stakeholders in the process to ensure a smooth transition.
Good point. How would we measure the success of this project?
We could measure it in terms of accuracy, efficiency, and customer satisfaction. Ultimately, we want to see a decrease in claim processing time and an increase in positive customer feedback.
Sounds like we have a solid plan. Thanks for your insight and expertise on this topic.
My pleasure. I'm looking forward to seeing the positive impact this technology can have on the industry.
Good morning. How is our harvest this year?
Good morning, hey. The harvest this year is looking promising. The grapes are ripe and full of flavor.
That's great news. We have been waiting for this moment for a long time. How many barrels do you think we can produce?
It's hard to say for sure, but I estimate around 500 barrels.
Wow, that's a lot of barrels. I can't wait to taste the final product. Have you started the fermentation process yet?
Yes, we have already started the fermentation process. It's going smoothly so far.
That's fantastic news. How about the wine from last year? How does it taste?
It tastes great. We have some new blends this year too, so I'm excited to see how they turn out.
I can't wait to try them. It's a tough job, but somebody has to do it, right?
Absolutely. And we have the best job in the world. We get to work with grapes and wine all day.
It's definitely not a bad way to earn a living. Do you have any favorite food pairings with our red wines?
I love pairing it with red meat dishes like steak or lamb. How about you?
I agree with you there, but I also enjoy pairing it with sharp cheeses or dark chocolate.
Those are great pairings as well. It's all about finding the right balance of flavors.
That's true. Speaking of flavors, have you tried any new wines recently that stood out to you?
Yes, I tried a Malbec from Argentina that was really impressive. It had a nice balance of fruit and tannins.
That sounds delicious. I'll have to try it out. Well, it looks like we have a busy day ahead of us. Let's get back to work.
Sounds good to me. Let's make some great wine.